the subtle art of observation invites us to rediscover the world by slowing down and immersing ourselves in the details that often escape our attention. In our fast-paced lives, where constant connectivity and rapid information streams pull us in every direction, taking the time to truly observe our surroundings becomes a rare and valuable practice. By engaging deeply with the sights, sounds, and sensations that make up our daily experience, we begin to notice patterns, nuances, and moments of beauty that we might otherwise overlook. This process of mindful noticing transforms ordinary scenes into extraordinary tapestries of meaning and connection. At its core, observation is more than just seeing. It is an active, deliberate process of engaging with the world. When we set aside distractions and allow ourselves the space to notice even the smallest details, we learn to appreciate the textures of life in new ways. A simple walk in a park, for example, can become a journey of discovery, where the rustle of leaves, the interplay of light and shadow, and the rhythm of footsteps on a winding path all combine to create a vivid sensory experience. In these moments, every element, the cool breeze on your skin, the pattern of clouds overhead, the subtle chirps of birds, tells its own story, inviting you to pause, reflect, and connect with the essence of life. This mindful approach to observation also has a profound impact on our inner world. As we become more attuned to our surroundings, we naturally start to notice our own reactions and emotions in response to the world outside. The act of observing becomes a mirror, reflecting our inner landscape and revealing our hopes, fears, and hidden desires. In the quiet moments of reflection that follow a careful observation, we might come to understand why certain scenes move us or how particular sounds trigger memories and emotions. This process not only deepens our self-awareness, but also creates an ongoing dialogue between our inner experiences and the outer world, fostering personal growth and emotional resilience. The benefits of this practice extend far beyond personal insight, influencing our creativity and problem-solving abilities. Many great thinkers, artists, and innovators have drawn inspiration from moments of keen observation. When we allow ourselves to see the world without the filters of routine or expectation, we open up to new perspectives and ideas that can spark creativity in unexpected ways. A subtle shift in a familiar scene might inspire a new work of art, a novel solution to an everyday problem, or even a fresh way of understanding a complex issue. The act of observing not only enriches our artistic and intellectual lives, but also encourages us to embrace curiosity and open-mindedness in all areas of our life. Observation also plays a crucial role in fostering empathy and building meaningful relationships. When we truly observe the people around us, the expressions that flit across their faces, the tone of their voices, and the subtleties in their body language, we begin to see the depth of their individual stories. This heightened awareness of others' inner worlds can lead to a greater sense of compassion and understanding, allowing us to connect on a level that transcends superficial interactions. Whether it is the gentle smile of a friend or the weary look of a stranger on a busy street, each gesture offers a glimpse into another person's experience, inviting us to respond with kindness and empathy. Moreover, the practice of observation encourages us to embrace life's uncertainties and imperfections. In a world that often values perfection and quick results, learning to appreciate the beauty in the imperfect can be both liberating and transformative. By noticing the small flaws, the fleeting moments of vulnerability, and the quiet resilience of nature or human expression, we come to understand that true beauty lies in authenticity and impermanence. This acceptance of the imperfect not only alleviates the pressure to conform to unrealistic standards, but also allows us to celebrate the diversity and richness of life in all its varied forms. Ultimately, embracing the subtle art of observation is a commitment to living with greater mindfulness and intentionality. It is a practice that teaches us to see the world in layers, to appreciate the interplay of light and shadow, and to find meaning in the everyday. By dedicating time to observe and reflect, we open ourselves up to a deeper, more connected way of being, one where every moment, no matter how fleeting, holds the potential for insight, inspiration, and transformation. In a time when the pace of life often leaves little room for contemplation, the simple act of observing becomes a powerful reminder that the richness of existence lies not in the grand and the spectacular, but in the quiet, unassuming details that weave the fabric of our lives. Reflecting on the past is an invitation to journey through the corridors of memory, where each experience, both joyful and challenging, has left an indelible mark on who we are today. As we pause to consider the myriad moments that have shaped our lives, we begin to appreciate that our personal history is not a mere collection of dates and events, but a rich tapestry woven with lessons, emotions, and insights that continue to influence our present. In the gentle glow of remembrance, childhood often emerges as a time of unfiltered wonder and discovery. The innocence of those early days, when every new experience carried the thrill of possibility, reminds us of a simpler time. Memories of playing under the vast sky, exploring hidden nooks in familiar neighborhoods, or listening to stories spun by loved ones provide a foundation of comfort and inspiration that stays with us throughout our lives. Yet not all recollections are filled with warmth and simplicity. The past also includes moments of hardship, times when challenges seemed insurmountable and the future uncertain. It is in these darker chapters that the true power of reflection lies. By revisiting the struggles and setbacks we once faced, we gain valuable insights into our resilience and capacity to overcome adversity. Each trial endured, and every lesson learned becomes a stepping stone, guiding us toward a deeper understanding of our own strength and potential. Memories have a remarkable way of teaching us about the impermanence of life. As we reflect on past joys and sorrows alike, we come to realize that nothing remains static. The ebb and flow of our experiences remind us that change is the only constant, a truth that, when embraced, can inspire us to live more fully in the present. By acknowledging that both happiness and pain are transient, we learn to cherish the beauty of each moment and find solace in the knowledge that every experience contributes to our ongoing growth. The act of reflecting on the past is not about dwelling on what has been lost or lamenting missed opportunities. It is about understanding how our previous experiences have shaped our values, our decisions, and our view of the world. It is a process of self-discovery that invites us to confront our vulnerabilities, celebrate our triumphs, and reconcile with the parts of ourselves we might have long buried. In doing so, we pave the way for healing and renewal, transforming old wounds into sources of wisdom and empathy. There is a quiet liberation in learning to forgive, not only others, but also ourselves. Regrets and mistakes, though often painful, are integral chapters of our personal narrative. Embracing these imperfections with compassion allows us to see that the missteps of our past are not failures, but rather opportunities to learn and evolve. Each error, each decision that once caused us anguish, now serves as a reminder of our capacity to adapt and change. In forgiving ourselves, we open the door to self-acceptance and a more authentic way of being. Reflecting on the past also offers us a mirror to view our present with greater clarity. By drawing on the lessons of our history, we can approach the complexities of today with a balanced perspective, blending the wisdom of experience with the vibrancy of the present moment. This synthesis of past and present empowers us to make decisions that are both informed by what we have endured and inspired by the promise of what lies ahead. In this way, the past does not confine us. Rather, it equips us with the tools to navigate an ever-changing world with confidence and grace. In the quiet moments of reflection, we often discover that our memories are not static relics, but living stories that continue to evolve with us. Each recollection holds the potential to spark new insights, to rekindle forgotten passions, or to remind us of the connections that bind us to the people and places we once knew. As we honor the full spectrum of our experiences, we come to see that every chapter, no matter how challenging or fleeting, contributes to the unique narrative of our lives. Ultimately, the practice of reflecting on the past is a testament to our humanity. It is an acknowledgement that our lives are composed of countless moments, each carrying its own significance. By embracing our history, we not only honor where we have been, but also illuminate the path forward. In this reflective space, we find the courage to let go of old burdens, the inspiration to pursue our dreams, and the wisdom to live with a deeper sense of gratitude for the journey that has made us who we are today. The whispers of the future begin as a soft murmur at the edges of our daily lives, gently inviting us to dream beyond the confines of the present. In these quiet moments, when the clamor of routine subsides, we catch fleeting hints of what might be, possibilities that shimmer like stars on a dark night. The future, though uncertain and vast, is not a distant abstraction, but an unfolding canvas waiting for our brushstrokes. Each decision we make and every step we take adds a new hue to this grand masterpiece, reminding us that we are both the observers and the architects of tomorrow. There is a unique kind of magic in contemplating what lies ahead, a magic that fuses hope with ingenuity. Technological advancements, once the realm of science fiction, now surge forward, transforming the very fabric of our existence. From renewable energy innovations to breakthroughs in medicine and digital connectivity, our world is rapidly evolving. Yet these marvels are not ends in themselves, but tools that empower us to build a future that is more sustainable, equitable, and inspired. As we embrace these advances, we also inherit the responsibility to shape their impact with care, ensuring that progress lifts all of humanity rather than deepening divides. At the heart of these future visions lies the quiet power of creativity and imagination. Every invention, every new idea germinates from a seed of possibility, a thought once whispered into the ether. The creative spirit is our most enduring asset, for it is through art, literature, and innovation that we translate abstract dreams into tangible realities. When we allow ourselves the freedom to imagine without limits, we not only break free from the constraints of what has been, but also open doors to what could be. This creative liberation is the fuel that propels society forward, transforming obstacles into opportunities and doubts into breakthroughs. Yet the path toward the future is not paved solely with technological triumphs or creative visions. it is equally defined by the quiet strength of human connection. Our relationships, the bonds we forge, and the communities we nurture form the foundation of a resilient society. When we listen deeply to each other, when we share our stories, hopes, and even our fears, we create a network of support that can weather the uncertainties ahead. Empathy, understanding, and collaboration are the silent undercurrents that will steer us through the turbulent waters of change, ensuring that as we advance, we do so together. The future also whispers lessons of humility and reflection. In our pursuit of progress, it is vital to remember that change is constant, and with it comes the inevitability of challenges. Not every innovation will succeed. Not every dream will materialize exactly as envisioned. These moments of setback are not failures, but essential pivots in our journey, a chance to reassess, learn, and grow. The resilience that emerges from confronting and overcoming adversity is the true engine of lasting change. It teaches us that while the future may be unpredictable, our capacity to adapt and reinvent ourselves remains one of our greatest strengths. In contemplating the future, we must also acknowledge the delicate balance between ambition and responsibility. Our actions today, whether grand or seemingly insignificant, ripple out into the fabric of time, influencing the world that future generations will inherit. This awareness calls us to act with deliberate care and thoughtful consideration. It invites us to weigh not only the immediate benefits of our choices, but also their long-term implications on our environment, our society, and our shared humanity. By aligning our pursuits with values of justice, sustainability, and compassion, we ensure that the whispers of the future speak of a world that is not only advanced, but also deeply humane. Ultimately, the call of the future is an invitation to step into a realm of possibility with courage and hope. It is a call to reimagine our potential, to see in every challenge an opportunity, and in every moment of uncertainty, a spark of inspiration. As we listen to these whispers, let us commit to nurturing our dreams, harnessing our collective creativity, and acting with a mindful sense of purpose. In doing so, we become the authors of a story that transcends the present, a narrative where every forward step is a testament to our enduring capacity to envision, to innovate, and to build a future that reflects the best of who we are. Embracing the unknown, we find that the future is not a destination, but a continuous journey, a mosaic of countless moments, choices, and dreams. Each whisper carries a promise, a gentle reminder that within the folds of time lie endless opportunities to transform our world. With hearts open to possibility and minds eager to explore, we can step confidently into tomorrow, guided by the quiet, persistent call of hope and the belief that every new dawn brings with it the potential for wonder and renewal. The silence between thoughts is like a hidden sanctuary that we rarely notice in our busy minds. It's that gentle gap that exists between one thought and the next, a momentary pause that, if embraced, can reveal a profound sense of stillness and clarity. In our everyday lives, our minds often seem crowded with endless chatter, worries, and plans, leaving little room for true presence. Yet it is precisely in this unspoken space that our deepest wisdom and creativity reside. When you allow yourself to pause and simply be, you begin to notice that thoughts are not constant companions, but fleeting visitors. They come and go, much like passing clouds in a vast sky. In that quiet interval, you may discover a subtle awareness that is calm, unburdened by judgment or expectation. This silence is not merely the absence of sound or thought. It is an active, living presence that invites you to experience life more fully, free from the clutter of constant mental noise. Imagine the rhythm of a beautiful piece of music. Between each note, there is a pause, a space that gives shape and meaning to the melody. Similarly, the silence between thoughts adds depth and resonance to our inner life. It is in these small pockets of stillness that our minds have the opportunity to reset, to reorient, and to open up to the present moment. Without these pauses, our thoughts would be like an endless, jumbled symphony, lacking harmony and balance. In meditation and mindful living, we often focus on cultivating this space. We might observe our breath, gently noticing the rise and fall without trying to control it. In doing so, we begin to appreciate that each breath carries us into a state of calm, a pause that exists between the cacophony of our mental narratives. With practice, these moments of stillness become more accessible, and what once felt like an overwhelming storm of thoughts gradually gives way to a quiet, spacious mind. This silence is not a void to be filled with more thoughts or distractions. Rather, it is a nurturing environment where insight and creativity can emerge naturally. When the mind is not preoccupied with incessant chatter, it can explore the subtle nuances of experience, the gentle sway of a tree, the soft murmur of a distant conversation, or the delicate interplay of light and shadow. In these moments, we are invited to connect with a deeper part of ourselves, one that is intuitive, compassionate, and fully present. The power of the silence between thoughts is transformative. It allows us to step back from the relentless pace of modern life and to engage with the world from a place of centered calm. In that space, we may find clarity about our true desires and motivations, free from the distortions of past regrets or future anxieties. We learn that we are not our thoughts. We are the awareness in which these thoughts arise and dissolve. This realization can be liberating, offering a glimpse into the essence of who we truly are, a being of presence, love, and possibility. Moreover, embracing this silence can improve our relationships and interactions with others. When we are able to quiet our internal dialogue, we become better listeners, more open to the subtle cues and emotions of those around us. This heightened sensitivity creates a space for genuine empathy and connection, allowing us to respond rather than react. Instead of being driven by our conditioned habits or defensive impulses, we can meet others with curiosity and kindness, building bridges rather than barriers. Yet, achieving this silence is not always easy. In a world that prizes constant productivity and external stimulation, our minds have become accustomed to a continuous flow of information. It takes conscious effort and practice to step back and let the noise subside. Techniques such as meditation, mindful breathing, or even simply taking a few moments of quiet reflection throughout the day can help us rediscover the beauty of that internal pause. Over time, these practices create a more spacious mind, a fertile ground where new ideas, deeper insights, and lasting peace can blossom. Ultimately, the silence between thoughts is an invitation to reconnect with the present. It reminds us that our true essence is not defined by the endless stream of thoughts or the external chaos of our environment, but by the quiet, unchanging awareness that lies at the core of our being. This awareness is patient, resilient, and profoundly wise. By learning to reside in that space, we empower ourselves to navigate life with greater clarity, authenticity, and joy. So, take a moment now, close your eyes, take a deep breath and allow yourself to simply be. Notice the space between each thought, the delicate pause that exists there, and trust that in this silence lies the potential for renewal, insight, and a deeper connection to life itself. Embracing that silence is not about eliminating thought altogether. It is about making room for what truly matters, for the beauty and depth of each moment, and for the quiet voice of your true self. Cosmic reflections invite us to consider the universe as both a literal and metaphorical landscape, a vast expanse filled with mysteries, wonders, and timeless echoes that mirror the complexities of our inner lives. When we gaze into the night sky, we see countless stars scattered across a canvas of darkness, each one a beacon of light that has traveled unimaginable distances to reach us. In that moment, the cosmos seems to whisper secrets of creation and dissolution, urging us to look beyond the surface of our everyday existence and to explore the depths of our own thoughts, emotions, and dreams. There is a profound beauty in the interplay between the infinite and the intimate. The sheer scale of the cosmos, with its swirling galaxies, radiant nebulae, and enigmatic black holes, can overwhelm our senses and remind us of our own smallness. Yet within this vastness lies a powerful connection to our very being. The same elements forged in the heart of stars form the building blocks of our bodies, linking us intrinsically to the cosmic story. This realization transforms our perception of life. It becomes a continuous dialogue between the grand universe and the delicate inner world of our spirit, where every thought and emotion is both unique and part of an interconnected whole. As we delve deeper into cosmic reflections, the metaphorical significance of the celestial sphere begins to reveal itself. The endless night sky, punctuated by the glow of distant light, can be seen as a mirror reflecting our internal landscapes. Moments of inspiration, periods of quiet introspection, and even times of despair find a parallel in the ever-changing cosmic dance. Just as stars are born, live, and eventually fade away, so too do our experiences evolve through cycles of joy, growth, and loss. In acknowledging these cycles, we learn to appreciate the transient nature of our own lives and find solace in the understanding that every ending paves the way for new beginnings. The universe challenges us to question the boundaries of time and space. When we reflect on the billions of years that have sculpted the cosmos, we are confronted with the realization that our lives, however fleeting, are part of a much larger continuum. This perspective can instill both humility and wonder. The light that reaches our eyes from distant galaxies began its journey long before our own existence, linking us to epochs and events beyond our immediate grasp. In this way, cosmic reflections become a meditation on time itself, a reminder that every moment is steeped in history, and every choice we make is a thread in the fabric of eternity. In the realm of creativity, the cosmos serves as an endless source of inspiration. Artists, writers, and thinkers have long looked to the stars to fuel their imaginations, drawing on the mysteries of space to create works that capture the ineffable beauty of the universe. The swirling patterns of galaxies, the contrast between light and dark, and the constant motion of celestial bodies evoke feelings of awe and possibility. Such imagery encourages us to break free from the constraints of mundane reality and to envision worlds that transcend the limitations of our physical existence. Through cosmic reflections, we are invited to explore the outer edges of our imagination and to discover new ways of seeing and understanding the world around us. At the same time, these reflections serve as a call to mindfulness and presence. In our fast-paced lives, it is easy to lose sight of the deeper connections that bind us to the universe and to one another. Taking a moment to step back and contemplate the night sky can lead to a renewed sense of clarity and purpose. It reminds us to slow down, to listen to the quiet rhythms of our hearts, and to recognize that even the smallest details carry meaning. In the gentle glow of starlight, we find a sanctuary for our thoughts, a space where the hustle and bustle of daily life recedes, allowing us to reconnect with our true selves. Moreover, cosmic reflections invite us to embrace the mystery inherent in both the universe and our own existence. Not every question finds an answer, and not every mystery is meant to be unraveled. This acceptance of uncertainty can be liberating, as it encourages us to live with curiosity rather than fear. The unknown becomes a source of endless fascination, a realm where exploration and discovery are boundless. In learning to live with the questions, we open ourselves to a deeper understanding of life, one that values the journey of inquiry over the finality of definitive answers. Ultimately, cosmic reflections teach us that we are both infinitesimal and eternal. Our lives, though brief in the grand scheme of the universe, are imbued with purpose and possibility. Each moment of introspection, each instance of wonder, adds to the rich tapestry of our existence. As we align ourselves with the cosmic rhythm, we become part of a narrative that transcends time, a narrative woven from the luminous threads of stars and the quiet, persistent pulse of our own hearts. In embracing these reflections, we learn to honor the beauty of the cosmos and the mystery of our inner worlds. We are reminded that, in the vast expanse of space and time, every experience holds significance, and every thought is a reflection of the universe itself. Cosmic Reflections is an invitation to live with intention, to cherish the wonder that surrounds us, and to remain ever curious about the mysteries that continue to unfold both around us and within us. Mysteries of the night sky invite us to embark on a journey of wonder and reflection, a journey that unfolds each evening as the sun sets and darkness unveils a vast tapestry of sparkling stars, swirling galaxies, and enigmatic nebulae. As twilight gives way to night, we find ourselves drawn into the cosmic dance, compelled to look upward and contemplate the infinite expanse above. In that moment, the sky becomes more than a backdrop. It is a living canvas that tells the ancient story of the universe, a story that has been written over billions of years and continues to evolve with every passing moment. From the earliest days of human history, civilizations have gazed at the heavens in awe, seeking meaning and guidance in the patterns of stars. Ancient astronomers mapped the night sky and wove myths around constellations, believing that the positions of celestial bodies influenced the fate of humanity. These early interpretations, though shrouded in mysticism, laid the foundation for a deep-rooted human curiosity about our origins and our place in the cosmos. Today, modern science has revealed many of the mechanisms behind the dazzling displays overhead, from the fusion reactions in stellar cores to the gravitational forces that sculpt galaxies. Yet the sense of mystery remains. There is an enduring magic in the unknown, a wonder that continues to inspire both scientific inquiry and artistic expression. In the quiet hours after dusk, as the bustle of daily life recedes, the night sky offers us a sanctuary for contemplation. Beneath its vast dome, our individual worries seem to shrink in significance when measured against the immensity of space. The silent grandeur of the cosmos reminds us that we are part of something far larger than ourselves, a continuous chain of creation and transformation that spans the universe. It is in this context that we can begin to see our own lives as fleeting yet precious moments within an eternal narrative. The stars, each a beacon of light from the distant past, speak to us of endurance, of hope, and of the relentless passage of time. Observing the night sky is an invitation to engage both our rational minds and our imaginative hearts, while science deciphers the technical details, the distance of a star, the mass of a black hole, the spectrum of a nebula. The poetry of the cosmos lies in its mystery and its beauty. The delicate twinkle of a star, the sweeping arcs of the Milky Way, and the brilliant colors of distant galaxies evoke emotions that resonate deep within us. They stir a sense of awe and wonder, encouraging us to dream beyond the constraints of the everyday and to ponder the possibilities that lie hidden in the vast reaches of space. This blend of empirical discovery and poetic inspiration is what makes the night sky a perpetual source of fascination. The technological marvels of modern astronomy have opened windows into realms that were once the exclusive domain of myth and legend. Powerful telescopes, both ground-based and orbiting high above our atmosphere, capture images of celestial wonders with astonishing clarity. These instruments allow us to peer into the heart of stellar nurseries, to witness the explosive death of massive stars, and to map the intricate web of galaxies that forms the cosmic structure. Each new discovery challenges our understanding of the universe, prompting us to refine our theories and to question our assumptions about the nature of reality. Yet, despite these advances, many mysteries remain unsolved. The true nature of dark matter and dark energy, for instance, continues to elude scientists, keeping the spirit of inquiry alive and reminding us that the cosmos still holds secrets waiting to be uncovered. Beyond the realm of science, the night sky carries profound cultural and personal significance. For many, stargazing is a deeply spiritual experience, a moment when the vastness of the universe invites introspection and a renewed sense of connection to something greater than the self. In the stillness of the night, with only the soft hum of nature as a companion, the mind can wander freely, exploring both the external universe and the inner landscapes of memory, hope, and longing. It is during these moments that we may find solace and inspiration, as the silent majesty of the heavens encourages us to embrace both our fragility and our infinite potential. Art and literature have long drawn upon the imagery of the night sky, using it as a metaphor for the human condition. The interplay of light and darkness mirrors the complexities of emotion, the cycles of joy and sorrow, and the perpetual dance between certainty and mystery. Poets, painters, and musicians have all sought to capture the essence of the night, translating its ephemeral beauty into works that speak to the soul. In these creative endeavors, the cosmos is not merely a subject to be observed. It is a mirror reflecting the inner world, a source of endless inspiration that challenges us to see beauty in the transient and the unexplained. As we contemplate the mysteries of the night sky, we are reminded that our quest for understanding is as boundless as the universe itself. Every question answered gives rise to new mysteries, and every discovery opens a door to further exploration. This endless cycle of inquiry and revelation is at the heart of what it means to be human, a constant striving to understand our world, to find meaning in the chaos, and to uncover the hidden truths that lie just beyond the reach of our knowledge. The flow of time invites us to contemplate an ever-moving current that shapes our lives in ways both subtle and profound. Like a river that never stops flowing, time carries with it memories, hopes, and the relentless progression of change. It is a force that we experience with every heartbeat, a silent metronome that measures the rhythm of our existence, reminding us that each moment is both fleeting and invaluable. From ancient civilizations to modern thinkers, the concept of time has been a subject of wonder and inquiry. Early cultures viewed time as cyclical, a series of seasons, rituals, and cosmic events that repeated in a harmonious dance with nature. These perspectives often merged the physical with the spiritual, suggesting that the flow of time was intrinsically linked to the cycles of life and the eternal return. In contrast, modern science portrays time as a dimension, one that is relative and intricately woven into the fabric of the universe. Einstein's theory of relativity, for instance, teaches us that time is not absolute. It bends and stretches, influenced by speed and gravity, a revelation that challenges our everyday perceptions of a steady, unyielding progression. On a personal level, the flow of time manifests in the way we perceive our own lives. When we are young, moments seem to stretch out indefinitely, filled with endless possibilities and boundless energy. Yet as we age, time appears to quicken its pace, slipping away in a blur of days, months, and years. This shift in perception is not merely an illusion. It is a reflection of how our experiences, responsibilities, and the accumulation of memories alter our sense of time's passage. Each day becomes a tapestry of transient experiences, joyful celebrations, quiet moments of reflection, and even times of sorrow, all interwoven in the ceaseless stream of time that connects our past, present, and future. The scientific and philosophical exploration of time has led us to question its very nature. Is time a linear path along which we march inexorably forward? Or is it a more fluid, multifaceted phenomenon that defies simple categorization? Some theories suggest that time might be an emergent property of the universe, a byproduct of the complex interactions of matter and energy, a framework that we have constructed to make sense of the changing world around us. This idea invites us to consider the possibility that the past and the future might be as interconnected as the present, a continuous continuum where every moment is both a cause and an effect in the grand tapestry of existence. In our day-to-day lives, the flow of time serves as both a comfort and a reminder of impermanence. It encourages us to seize the present moment, to cherish the small instances of beauty that often go unnoticed. A kind word from a friend, the warmth of sunlight on our skin, or the quiet calm of an evening spent in reflection. At the same time, it reminds us that change is inevitable, that the relentless march of time brings with it new beginnings, even as it erases the past. This duality can inspire us to live more fully, to embrace both the certainty of change and the mystery of what lies ahead. As we look toward the future, the flow of time offers a sense of continuity, a link between who we were, who we are, and who we might become. The lessons of our past serve as stepping stones, guiding us through the uncertainties of the present and into the possibilities of tomorrow. In this way, time is not merely a force that drives us forward. It is also a repository of experience and wisdom, a wellspring from which we draw strength and inspiration. Every moment, no matter how ordinary, is imbued with the potential for transformation, a reminder that within the ceaseless current of time lies the opportunity for renewal and growth. Ultimately, embracing the flow of time means accepting the inevitable changes it brings, while also celebrating the beauty of the present. It is an invitation to live with intention, to find meaning in the everyday, and to appreciate the delicate interplay between continuity and change. In recognizing that our lives are a series of transient moments strung together by the passage of time, we learn to value each experience, each breath, as an essential part of the ever-unfolding story of existence. This reflection on the flow of time is both a meditation on the nature of our universe and a personal call to embrace life with gratitude and curiosity. It challenges us to see beyond the ticking of the clock and to perceive time as a dynamic, living force, one that shapes our destinies, molds our memories, and ultimately defines the very essence of what it means to be human. The beauty of stillness invites us to pause in a world that seems to demand constant motion, to find a quiet corner within ourselves where the mind can rest and the spirit can renew. In our daily lives, overwhelmed by relentless notifications, hurried schedules, and the ceaseless chatter of modern existence, stillness becomes not just a rare luxury, but a necessary refuge. When we embrace stillness, we allow ourselves the gift of being fully present, of noticing not just the grand events, but the gentle rhythms of our inner life that are often drowned out by external noise. In the silence that follows the busyness of our days, we begin to observe the soft cadence of our breath, the steady thrum of our hearts, and the subtle interplay of thoughts and emotions that define our inner landscape. This quiet, far from being an empty void, is rich with nuance and meaning. It is here, in these moments of unhurried calm, that creativity finds fertile ground. Ideas that have long lingered on the periphery of consciousness suddenly come into focus, and a deeper understanding of our true selves begins to emerge. Stillness offers us the opportunity to reconnect with the parts of ourselves that often remain hidden beneath layers of habit and distraction. Throughout history, sages, poets, and philosophers have extolled the virtues of stillness, recognizing that it is in the quiet spaces of the mind where insight and inspiration reside. Ancient traditions, whether in meditation, prayer, or contemplative practices, have long valued the pause between thought and action as a doorway to higher awareness. By stepping away from the constant barrage of stimuli, we create a sacred space where the mind can process experiences, where emotions can settle, and where the eternal questions of existence can be contemplated without the distortion of everyday urgency. In this serene state, we learn to listen more deeply, not only to the world around us, but to the silent voice within that guides us toward truth and fulfillment. In practical terms, cultivating stillness might mean setting aside a few minutes each day to disconnect from digital distractions and immerse oneself in quiet reflection. This could take the form of a morning meditation, a walk in nature without the hum of technology, or simply a few moments of mindful breathing in a quiet room. Over time, these practices build a resilience against the frenetic pace of modern life, allowing us to return to our daily activities with a sense of clarity and calm that might otherwise be lost. The act of deliberately pausing, of choosing to be present, can transform our experience of time, turning what once felt like an endless rush into a series of precious, unfolding moments. The beauty of stillness is also found in its paradoxical ability to reveal movement within the immobile. In the apparent lack of activity, there is a subtle dynamic unfolding, a shifting interplay of light and shadow, thought and feeling, intention and release. Just as a calm lake reflects the sky with startling clarity, our inner quiet reflects our true nature, undistorted by the chaos of external demands. This reflective state can serve as a mirror, showing us not only who we are, but also who we have the potential to become. Through stillness, we gain insight into our habits, our desires, and even our deepest fears, and we find within ourselves the strength to navigate the complexities of life with wisdom and grace. Moreover, stillness reconnects us to the natural world, a realm where change unfolds at a pace that reminds us of the inherent rhythm of life. The slow, deliberate unfurling of a flower, the gentle sway of trees in a quiet breeze, and the gradual transition from day to night all speak to a cadence that is both timeless and restorative. In these moments, we are invited to step out of our hurried routines and witness the beauty of life as it naturally occurs, unhurried and authentic. This connection to nature reinforces the understanding that life does not always require action to be meaningful. Sometimes, simply being is enough to experience profound beauty and insight. Ultimately, the beauty of stillness is a celebration of presence and authenticity. It calls us to honor our intrinsic need for silence and reflection, a need that, when met, can lead to greater mental clarity, emotional balance, and creative vitality. In the quiet spaces of our existence, we rediscover the simplicity of our own heartbeat, the steady rhythm of breath, and the profound realization that life, in its most genuine form, unfolds one unhurried moment at a time. Embracing stillness becomes a radical act of self-care and self-discovery, a journey into the depths of our being that ultimately enhances our capacity to live with intention, compassion, and a deep appreciation for the quiet miracles that surround us every day. Waves on a quiet shore invite us to pause and immerse ourselves in the natural symphony that unfolds along the meeting point of land and sea. As dawn breaks or dusk settles, the gentle lapping of waves against the sand creates a rhythm that soothes the spirit and quiets the mind. Standing on the shore, one cannot help but feel the timeless pulse of the ocean, a pulse that carries stories of distant lands, of ancient tides that have shaped coastlines over millennia. Here, every wave that rolls in and every ripple that fades away tells a story of renewal and constant change, reminding us that life too flows in cycles of ebb and flow, carrying with it both joy and reflection. The scene before us is a canvas of subtle hues and soft contrasts, where the sparkling blue of the water meets the muted tones of the sandy beach. Each wave, with its crest of white foam, rises gracefully before cascading back into the sea, leaving behind a trace of its existence for just a moment. This interplay between the force of the ocean and the stillness of the shore creates an ever-changing display of natural art. As the tide retreats, it reveals treasures hidden beneath the surface, small shells, smooth pebbles, and traces of sea life that remind us that beauty often lies in the details. The rhythmic motion of the waves, constant yet unpredictable, offers a meditation on the nature of impermanence and the quiet wonder that emerges in the space between action and rest. In the quiet moments spent watching the endless dance of the tide, we find an opportunity for introspection. The gentle sound of the water becomes a backdrop for our thoughts, encouraging us to slow down and observe the internal landscape of our minds. It is in this stillness that the noise of everyday life begins to fade away, replaced by a sense of calm and clarity. The ocean's vastness and its steady, unhurried movement serve as metaphors for our own lives, teaching us that, even amid turmoil, there is a place of refuge where we can rediscover our inner strength. Each wave that touches the shore whispers a reminder that while moments pass, the essence of who we are endures, shaped by both our experiences and the quiet spaces we allow ourselves to occupy. From a scientific perspective, the constant motion of the waves is a testament to the dynamic forces of nature. Wind, gravity, and the curvature of the earth collaborate to create the rhythmic patterns that define our coastlines. These natural processes, though governed by complex physics, evoke a sense of poetry when witnessed on a quiet shore. The interplay between energy and matter, the collision of water with the steadfast earth, and the formation of intricate patterns in the foam all point to a universe that is both orderly and mysterious. Observing these phenomena invites us to marvel at the underlying principles that orchestrate such beauty, a beauty that is accessible to everyone who takes the time to watch, listen, and feel. On a personal level, spending time by the water often stirs deep emotions and memories. The ocean, with its vast and unfathomable presence, has a way of putting our everyday worries into perspective. It offers solace to those who seek to escape the relentless pace of modern life, providing a moment of respite where one can simply be. Many have found that the sound of the waves, much like a gentle lullaby, helps to heal inner wounds and ease the burden of past regrets. In the ebb and flow of the tide, we witness a silent dialogue between the earth and the sea, a dialogue that speaks of resilience, transformation, and the ever-present promise of new beginnings. It is here, in the embrace of nature's quiet power, that we learn to trust the process of life and the inherent wisdom of time. Ultimately, the experience of standing on a quiet shore, where waves roll in with gentle determination and recede with graceful inevitability, is a celebration of life's enduring rhythm. It is a call to slow down, to reconnect with the natural world, and to allow ourselves the space to simply observe and be. In those moments of quiet contemplation, we are reminded that there is beauty in stillness, strength in surrender, and hope in the unceasing march of the tide. The ocean teaches us that change is constant, and that every moment, like every wave, is a chance to start anew. As we depart from the shore, we carry with us the serene memory of its timeless dance, a reminder that amid life's many currents, there is always a quiet place where we can return to find peace and inspiration. Conversations with the wind are a silent dialogue that unfolds naturally in the spaces between our daily routines and the quiet majesty of nature. Standing on an open plain or a secluded hilltop, one becomes aware of a subtle murmur as the breeze passes through, carrying with it the sense of distant rain, wildflowers, and the timeless earth. This gentle movement of air is more than a mere physical sensation. It is a storyteller that shares secrets of ancient landscapes, forgotten journeys, and the ever-changing passage of time. In these moments, the wind transforms into a companion that speaks in hushed tones. Its soft rustle through leaves, the whisper of grass bending in its path, and the delicate shiver it creates on the surface of a still lake all contribute to a language that transcends words. One might imagine that the wind carries echoes of conversations held long ago, lessons learned and passed on by generations of wanderers and dreamers. There is a sense of continuity in its flow, a reminder that while the world changes in countless ways, nature's rhythm remains constant and soothing. The experience of listening to the wind often brings a deep sense of introspection. As you stand immersed in the gentle caress of the breeze, your thoughts tend to settle, and the clamor of everyday worries begins to fade into the background. In that quiet space, the mind opens up, becoming receptive to new ideas and reflections. The wind, with its constant yet unpredictable patterns, mirrors the inner workings of our own lives, a subtle dance of calm and turbulence, stillness and movement, renewal and release. It teaches that every gust, no matter how brief, has a purpose in the grand tapestry of existence. There is also a powerful lesson in the way the wind interacts with its surroundings. It does not seek to dominate, but rather to harmonize with the environment. When it passes through a forest, it encourages the trees to sway in unison, creating an ever-changing mosaic of light and shadow. Along a rugged coastline, it shapes the contours of the land, carving out new patterns in the sand with each passing tide. This gentle yet persistent force demonstrates the art of collaboration between nature and the elements, reminding us that even the smallest influence can lead to significant transformation over time. As the day transitions into dusk, the wind often takes on a more mysterious quality. In the fading light, it may grow cooler, its whispers becoming almost imperceptible, yet profoundly present. The interplay of twilight and the soft murmur of the breeze evokes feelings of both nostalgia and anticipation. It is in these moments of quiet reflection that one can sense the weight of history, the stories of ancient civilizations, the rise and fall of empires, and the myriad experiences that have been carried on the breath of the wind throughout the ages. There is a beauty in this silent continuity, a reassurance that despite the rapid pace of modern life, the natural world endures, offering solace and a steady reminder of our connection to the past. This dialogue with the wind also sparks creativity and the imagination. Many artists, poets, and musicians have turned to the sounds and movements of the breeze as a source of inspiration, capturing its ephemeral essence in their work. The rhythmic pulse of the wind can stir memories of childhood days spent running freely in open fields, or evoke the bittersweet emotions of parting and new beginnings. In its unpredictable course, the wind reveals the beauty of spontaneity, the idea that not every moment must be planned or controlled, but rather experienced with an openness to the unexpected. Such spontaneity often leads to creative breakthroughs and moments of insight that might otherwise remain hidden behind the veil of routine. Moreover, the wind's conversation is a reminder of the interconnectedness of all life. As it sweeps across valleys and over mountains, it touches everything in its path without discrimination, uniting disparate elements into a single, flowing narrative. Every leaf it caresses, every ripple it creates in a pond, and every shift in the air around us is part of a larger, intricate network of natural relationships. This awareness of connection fosters a sense of belonging and purpose, reinforcing the notion that no one is truly isolated. Even in moments of solitude, the whispering wind is there, carrying shared experiences and the collective memory of the world. In its most dynamic form, the wind can also be a force of change, reminding us that transformation is an inherent part of life. Strong gusts can scatter seeds across fields, setting the stage for new growth, while sudden breezes can clear away the remnants of past storms, leaving behind a refreshed landscape. This capacity for both gentle caress and powerful influence illustrates the dual nature of change, both nurturing and disruptive. It serves as a metaphor for personal growth, where moments of quiet introspection are often followed by bursts of energy and action that propel us forward into new chapters of our lives. Ultimately, the quiet conversations with the wind offer a profound lesson that life, in all its complexity, is best experienced when we allow ourselves to be present with both its calm and its chaos. As you listen to the wind's soft murmur or feel its invigorating rush, you become part of a timeless dialogue, a conversation that bridges the gap between the inner self and the vast expanse of the natural world. In that exchange, there is wisdom, beauty, and a gentle reminder that every breath of wind carries within it the potential for renewal, connection, and transformation. The intricacies of a single leaf are a microcosm of nature's genius, a delicate masterpiece of structure and function that unfolds in layers of complexity with every glance. Consider a leaf not merely as a green appendage on a plant, but as a dynamic, living entity, finely tuned to capture sunlight, regulate water, and sustain life. At first glance, the leaf's shape, with its smooth edges or serrated contours, may seem simple, yet a closer inspection reveals a world of intricate patterns. The branching veins form a network reminiscent of a miniature city, efficiently channeling water and nutrients to every cell, while simultaneously serving as conduits for the products of photosynthesis. This elaborate network is not random. It follows precise mathematical principles, often reflecting fractal patterns that optimize the flow of resources and light capture. Beneath the surface, the internal structure of a leaf is equally fascinating. The upper and lower layers, known as the palisade and spongy mesophyll, are arranged to maximize light absorption and gas exchange. The palisade cells, tightly packed and rich in chloroplasts, act as solar panels, converting sunlight into chemical energy. In contrast, the spongy mesophyll, with its loosely arranged cells and abundant air spaces, facilitates the movement of carbon dioxide and oxygen. This dual-layer design is a testament to the leaf's role as the primary engine of a plant's energy production. Every cell, every chloroplast, plays a critical part in transforming simple compounds into the sugars that fuel growth and reproduction, highlighting the leaf's indispensable role in the ecosystem. At the microscopic level, the leaf's surface tells another part of the story. Tiny openings called stomata dot the underside, each controlled by a pair of guard cells that open and close like miniature gates. These stomata are the entry points for carbon dioxide and the exit routes for oxygen and water vapor, making them essential for regulating a plant's internal environment. The number, size, and distribution of stomata are finely adjusted according to the plant's habitat and climate, ensuring optimal gas exchange while minimizing water loss. This precise regulation allows plants to thrive in diverse environments, from arid deserts to lush rainforests, demonstrating the remarkable adaptability inherent in even the smallest elements of nature. Moreover, the surface of a leaf is often adorned with a waxy cuticle, a thin, protective layer that guards against pathogens, reduces water loss, and sometimes even repels insects. This cuticle, though barely visible, plays a crucial role in the survival of the leaf, highlighting how every component, no matter how minute, contributes to a larger system of protection and efficiency. The texture and gloss of the cuticle can vary greatly among species, further reflecting the evolutionary adaptations that have allowed plants to colonize almost every corner of the earth. Beyond its physical and biological functions, a single leaf is also a canvas for nature's artistry. The interplay of light and shadow on its surface can transform it into a living work of art, where variations in color and texture evoke both scientific curiosity and aesthetic pleasure. In autumn, for example, leaves become vibrant displays of red, orange, and yellow as the breakdown of chlorophyll reveals other pigments hidden within. This seasonal change is not merely a prelude to winter, it is a complex signal of environmental shifts and a reminder of the cyclical nature of life. The transformation of a leaf, from the lush greens of spring and summer to the fiery hues of fall, encapsulates the impermanence and beauty inherent in nature. The leaf's structure and function also offer profound insights into the interconnectedness of life. Each leaf contributes to a plant's overall health and productivity, and by extension, to the well-being of entire ecosystems. Forests, grasslands, and gardens thrive because of the cumulative effect of countless leaves performing the intricate dance of photosynthesis. This process, which converts sunlight into energy, not only sustains the plant itself, but also provides the oxygen that is essential for nearly all forms of life on Earth. In this way, the humble leaf becomes a symbol of the vital energy that flows through all living organisms, a reminder that even the smallest components of nature play roles of immense significance. Reflecting on the intricacies of a single leaf can also evoke a deeper, more philosophical appreciation of life. Just as the leaf embodies a complex system of interrelated parts working in harmony, so too do our lives consist of myriad moments, relationships, and experiences that together form a cohesive whole. The delicate balance within a leaf, the efficient transport of water and nutrients, the precise regulation of gas exchange, and the adaptive features that protect against environmental challenges mirrors the balance we strive for in our own lives. In both cases, success depends on the integration of many small actions and decisions that, when combined, create something remarkably resilient and beautiful. This exploration of a single leaf encourages us to slow down and observe the world around us with renewed wonder. In our fast-paced lives, it is easy to overlook the profound elegance present in the simplest aspects of nature. Yet, by focusing on the minute details of a leaf's structure and function, we gain insight into the grand principles that govern life itself, principles of efficiency, adaptation, and beauty that are as relevant to our personal journeys as they are to the natural world. Whispers of ancient trees evoke a timeless dialogue that speaks of endurance, wisdom, and the quiet secrets held within the heart of nature. In the soft rustling of leaves and the creaking of gnarled branches, one can almost hear the murmurs of centuries past, a language written in the rings of each mighty trunk and in the subtle shifts of the forest's breath. These ancient trees, standing tall against the march of time, are not merely silent witnesses to history. They are living storytellers, their presence a gentle reminder of the cycles of life, decay, and rebirth that define our natural world. Walking beneath a canopy of ancient trees is like stepping into a realm where the boundaries between past and present blur. The dappled sunlight that filters through a high, leafy ceiling casts a mosaic of light and shadow on the forest floor, inviting us to pause and reflect on the passage of time. Every rustle, every whisper in the wind carries echoes of long-forgotten eras, when the earth was young and nature ruled with unbridled majesty. In this sacred space, the trees seem to communicate in hushed tones, sharing memories of storms weathered, seasons turned, and countless lives touched by their enduring presence. The intricate textures of bark, rough, weathered, and deeply carved by time, tell a story of resilience and adaptation. These surfaces, etched with the marks of countless winters and summers, hold the secrets of survival. They remind us that strength is often found in the scars of experience, and that beauty can emerge from the passage of hardship. In their silent vigil, ancient trees stand as monuments to endurance, their branches reaching skyward like outstretched arms, embracing the heavens while anchoring deeply into the earth. They embody the harmony between the ephemeral and the eternal, a living testament to nature's ability to evolve and flourish despite the relentless flow of time. As you listen to the quiet conversation of the forest, there is a palpable sense of connection, a feeling that you are part of something far greater than yourself. The gentle sway of the trees in the breeze, the rhythmic creaks of their trunks, and the soft rustling of their leaves combine into a natural symphony that soothes the spirit and calms the mind. In these moments, the forest offers a sanctuary for reflection, a place where one can release the burdens of modern life and rediscover a more profound, elemental truth. The ancient trees seem to remind us that, like them, we too are shaped by the forces of time and nature, growing stronger and wiser with each passing day. Beneath the sprawling branches and interwoven roots lies a rich tapestry of life, a hidden network of flora, fauna, and microbial communities that sustain the forest's delicate balance. The very soil beneath our feet teems with life, nourished by the fallen leaves and decomposed wood of these venerable giants. In this interconnected ecosystem, every element plays a vital role, contributing to a cycle of growth, decay, and renewal that mirrors the cycles within our own lives. The ancient trees, with their profound stillness and quiet majesty, act as the guardians of this sacred cycle, offering not only shelter and sustenance, but also a timeless lesson in the art of living. In the twilight hours, when the forest is bathed in the soft glow of dusk, the whispers of ancient trees become even more poignant. As the temperature cools and the sounds of the day recede, the forest seems to exhale a deep, resonant sigh, a final whisper before night falls. It is in these moments that the true magic of the ancient trees is revealed, as they stand bathed in the silver light of the moon, their silhouettes etched against the dark sky. The gentle interplay of light and shadow in this serene tableau invites us to contemplate the mysteries of existence and the enduring power of nature's cycles. Ultimately, the whispers of ancient trees serve as a timeless reminder of the beauty and resilience inherent in the natural world. They teach us that every moment, every season, is a thread in the intricate fabric of life, a fabric woven with care, patience, and an unwavering connection to the earth. By attuning ourselves to the subtle language of the forest, we can learn to appreciate the quiet strength that lies in stillness and the enduring wisdom that comes from a life lived in harmony with nature. In the rustle of every leaf and the creak of every branch, there is a story waiting to be heard, a story of continuity, renewal, and the profound, unspoken bond between all living things. The calm after the rain is a moment of serene transformation, a gentle pause when the storm subsides and nature reveals its quiet, renewed beauty. As the last droplets glide off leaves and the soft patter on the pavement fades into silence, the world seems to exhale a deep, collective sigh, a release of tension, a whisper of hope. In that peaceful aftermath, the air is cleansed, carrying with it the fresh, earthy scent of damp soil and the faint aroma of blossoms awakened by the rain. It is as though the landscape itself is being reborn, each blade of grass and each petal adorned with shimmering beads of water that catch the light like tiny jewels. In this tender interlude, time appears to slow down. The hurried rhythms of daily life give way to a meditative quiet, inviting us to pause and simply be present. The gentle ripples in puddles mirror the sky above, reflecting a world washed anew, a reminder that after every storm comes the possibility of clarity and renewal. The soft light of the post-rain sky, diffused by lingering clouds, casts an almost magical glow on everything it touches, imbuing the ordinary with an ethereal quality that speaks to the heart of nature's cycle of cleansing and rebirth. Amid this stillness, one can observe the subtle artistry of the natural world. Tiny droplets cling to the edges of leaves and petals, each one a microcosm that magnifies the intricate details of life. The delicate network of veins in a leaf, now accentuated by moisture, seems to pulse with vitality, as if carrying the very essence of the rain's blessing. In the reflective surfaces of puddles and dewdrops, the world is both familiar and transformed, a landscape reimagined in a transient state of beauty that exists only for a brief, precious moment. The calm after the rain is not merely an external phenomenon. It is an invitation to look inward and reflect on our own experiences of renewal. Just as the earth is refreshed by the cleansing rain, so too can we find solace in moments of quiet after life's storms. In these pauses, we are granted the opportunity to release built-up tensions and to rediscover a sense of inner peace. It is a time when the mind, unburdened by the clamor of everyday worries, can settle into a state of introspection and gentle acceptance. The soft murmur of nature becomes a soothing lullaby, guiding us toward a deeper understanding of our own resilience and capacity for growth. In the stillness that follows the rain, there is also a profound lesson in impermanence. The fleeting nature of the moment, the brief sparkle of water on a leaf, the ephemeral reflection in a puddle, reminds us that beauty is transient and ever-changing. This impermanence is not a cause for sorrow, but a call to appreciate the present. Each second, unique and unrepeatable, carries with it the possibility of transformation. Like the natural cycles that govern the seasons, our lives are marked by moments of renewal and letting go, teaching us that endings are simply preludes to new beginnings. There is a quiet power in the aftermath of the storm. The subdued light, the gentle rustling of leaves in a soft breeze, and the renewed vibrancy of the earth all speak to a world that is constantly evolving, ever adapting. The calm after the rain is a testament to nature's ability to heal and to find balance after disruption. It offers a metaphor for our own lives, a reminder that even after the most tumultuous events, there is a period of peace that allows us to recover, to rebuild, and to move forward with a newfound sense of hope. This state of calm also invites us to reconnect with the simple pleasures of life. It is a moment to sit quietly and listen to the subtle sounds that often go unnoticed. A bird's gentle chirp, the soft rustle of a tree's leaves, or even the distant murmur of a flowing stream. In these quiet moments, we find a sense of unity with the world around us, a feeling that we are part of a larger tapestry, woven from both the delicate and the grand. The renewed landscape, glistening under the soft light of a clearing sky, becomes a canvas of endless possibility, a space where every element, from the smallest pebble to the broad expanse of the horizon, is imbued with meaning and potential. As the day unfolds after the rain, the calm persists like a gentle undercurrent, influencing the rhythm of life. The vibrancy of nature, refreshed and invigorated, serves as a constant reminder of the cyclical patterns that govern all things. The storm, with all its force and fury, has given way to a quiet moment of reflection and renewal, a moment that encourages us to let go of past turbulences and to embrace the promise of a new beginning. In this quiet aftermath, there is a sense of gratitude for the transient beauty of the present, and a recognition that every experience, no matter how challenging, holds within it the seeds of transformation. Ultimately, the calm after the rain is a celebration of renewal, a delicate interplay between the ephemeral and the eternal. It invites us to pause, to breathe, and to witness the quiet miracles that occur when nature heals itself. As we stand in the soft glow of the post-storm world, we are reminded that even in moments of stillness, there is profound motion, a silent dance of light, water, and life that continues to evolve, offering endless opportunities for growth, reflection, and hope. Nightfall's embrace unfolds as the day gracefully gives way to the mysteries of the evening, a soft transition where the bustling energy of daylight slowly melts into a serene, contemplative calm. As the sun dips below the horizon, the sky transforms into a canvas of deep indigos and gentle purples, and the first stars begin to twinkle in the vast expanse above. In this quiet metamorphosis, the world seems to hold its breath, a pause filled with anticipation and a promise of introspection. It is in this ephemeral twilight that one experiences the profound solace of nightfall, where the soft, enveloping darkness provides not only relief from the heat of the day, but also a sacred space to reflect, dream, and reconnect with the inner self. In the cool, embracing arms of night, familiar shapes and landscapes take on new meaning. The silhouettes of trees, buildings, and distant hills merge with the shadows, creating an intricate interplay of light and dark that speaks to the beauty of impermanence. The air carries a fresh, crisp quality, as if nature itself is exhaling a sigh of relief after a long day. This gentle darkness is not a void, but rather a comforting presence, a quiet backdrop against which the small, often overlooked details of life become vivid. The soft chirping of crickets, the rustle of nocturnal creatures, and even the distant murmur of a nighttime breeze create a natural symphony that calms the mind and stirs the soul. There is an undeniable magic in the way nightfall transforms our perception of time. The hurried pace of the day gives way to an almost timeless quality, where each moment feels extended and rich with possibility. In the absence of harsh sunlight and the relentless buzz of daytime activity, thoughts slow down, and the mind is free to wander into realms of imagination and reflection. This slower cadence allows for the cultivation of a deep, meditative state, one in which the past, present, and future seem to converge in a harmonious dance. Under the tender glow of the moon and stars, we are reminded that even in moments of darkness, there is light to be found, often in the form of quiet insight, gentle memories, or the simple joy of being. As the night deepens, the natural world reveals its subtler wonders. The cool night air carries the delicate fragrance of dew-kissed blossoms and damp earth, evoking a sense of renewal that contrasts beautifully with the fading warmth of the day. In the stillness of the evening, every breath becomes a reminder of the cyclical nature of life, a constant ebb and flow that nurtures growth and transformation. It is in these moments of profound calm that the heart opens to the beauty of solitude, allowing one to experience a connection with nature that is both intimate and timeless. The gentle luminescence of the moon casts soft shadows that seem to whisper secrets of ancient stories and forgotten dreams, inviting us to listen closely to the wisdom carried by the night. Nightfall's embrace is also a powerful metaphor for personal rejuvenation. Just as the earth rests and renews under the cover of darkness, we too are afforded the opportunity to pause, reflect, and heal. In the quiet solitude of the night, the mind is able to process the complexities of the day, sorting through emotions and experiences with a clarity that often eludes us under the glare of sunlight. This reflective state can bring about a profound sense of inner balance, as if the quiet darkness of night helps to wash away the stresses and strains accumulated over time. In the gentle stillness, there is a space for vulnerability, a moment to be fully present with one's thoughts, to acknowledge the beauty in imperfections, and to find strength in the soft resilience of a heart that has known both light and dark. Moreover, the serene beauty of nightfall inspires creativity and a deeper appreciation for life's ephemeral moments. Many find that the quiet hours of the night are when inspiration flows most freely, when the mind, unburdened by the distractions of the day, can wander through realms of art, poetry, and introspection. The interplay of moonlight and shadow, the sparkling tapestry of stars overhead, and the hushed sounds of the nocturnal world combine to create an atmosphere that is both otherworldly and intimately familiar. It is a time when the ordinary is transformed into something extraordinary, when every whispered breeze and soft rustle carries the potential for a new idea or a heartfelt revelation. As the night progresses, there is an enduring reminder of the balance inherent in nature. The darkness of night is not an end in itself, but a vital part of a larger, ever-renewing cycle. Just as the earth turns to welcome the new day, so too does the night prepare the ground for dawn's gentle arrival. In this cyclical dance, nightfall teaches us that darkness is not to be feared, but embraced, a necessary counterpoint to the brilliance of daylight. It is a time of rest, of quiet surrender, and of deep inner knowing that every ending carries with it the promise of a new beginning. In the final hours before the first light of dawn, as the stillness of night holds sway over the land, one can sense the profound interconnectedness of all things. The gentle murmur of the natural world, the silent vigil of the stars, and the soft glow of the moon come together to remind us that we are part of a vast, living tapestry, a cosmos that is both infinite and deeply personal. Nightfall's embrace is a sanctuary for the soul, a time to let go of the burdens of the past and to dream of the possibilities that tomorrow may bring. It is an enduring testament to the beauty of silence, the power of reflection, and the quiet magic that resides in the space between darkness and dawn. Reflections on dreams offer a doorway into the hidden realms of our subconscious, a place where reality and fantasy blend into a tapestry of images, emotions, and symbols that defy the constraints of waking logic. When we close our eyes each night, we enter a space that is at once deeply personal and universally mysterious. In that quiet darkness, the mind is free to wander through landscapes unbounded by time or space, creating vivid scenes that speak to our innermost desires, fears, and hopes. These nocturnal journeys, though fleeting, leave impressions that can shape our waking lives, offering insights and inspiration in equal measure. In the realm of dreams, familiar objects and people can transform into enigmatic symbols. A childhood home may morph into a labyrinth of corridors. A simple tree might become a towering guardian of forgotten memories, and faces of loved ones may carry meanings that are both comforting and perplexing. Such symbols invite us to explore the layers of our psyche, urging us to consider what lies beneath the surface of everyday thoughts. Dreams become a language of the soul, where the literal and the metaphorical intertwine, and every detail, no matter how insignificant it may seem, carries the potential to reveal deeper truths about who we are. The fluid nature of dreams challenges our conventional understanding of time and logic. In a single dream, past experiences can merge with imagined futures, and emotions that have long been repressed may burst forth without warning. This interplay of time and emotion is not random, but can be seen as a natural process of integration. Our minds work to process the events of our lives, and dreams provide a space where disparate fragments of memory and feeling can coalesce into a narrative that, though sometimes confusing, is rich with symbolic meaning. Through these nocturnal narratives, we are reminded that our inner world is continuously evolving, and that every dream is an invitation to learn, to heal, and to grow. There is also a creative aspect to dreams that has long fascinated artists, writers, and philosophers. The surreal quality of a dream, the unexpected juxtapositions, the bending of reality, offers a wellspring of inspiration. Many great works of art and literature have been born from the vivid imagery and emotional intensity found in dreams. In this way, dreams serve as a bridge between the conscious and the unconscious, channeling our deepest emotions and most imaginative ideas into forms that can be expressed and shared. This creative energy is a testament to the power of the mind to transcend the ordinary and to tap into a reservoir of beauty and insight that lies just beneath the surface of our daily lives. Equally significant is the role of dreams in our emotional well-being. They provide a safe space where we can confront our fears, explore our desires, and process experiences that may be too overwhelming to face directly during waking hours. In the gentle theater of our dreams, we might relive moments of joy, sorrow, or even regret, only to emerge with a new perspective that helps us understand ourselves better. This reflective process can be profoundly healing, offering clues to our unresolved conflicts and guiding us toward inner reconciliation. The symbolism in dreams often acts as a mirror, reflecting parts of ourselves that we might otherwise ignore. And in doing so, it encourages us to embrace our whole being, both light and shadow. At times, dreams can also be a source of mystery and wonder, reminding us that not everything in life needs to be fully understood or explained. There is a beauty in the ambiguity of a dream, in its capacity to evoke emotion without offering a clear-cut message. This openness allows for a kind of imaginative freedom, where the mind is unburdened by the need for immediate answers and can simply explore the endless possibilities of what might be. In this state, dreams nurture a sense of curiosity and acceptance, encouraging us to trust in the natural flow of our inner lives, even when that flow leads us into uncharted territory. Reflecting on our dreams can thus become a powerful practice, one that invites us to journal our nocturnal adventures, to ponder their meanings, and to integrate their lessons into our daily existence. Over time, these reflections can reveal recurring themes or symbols that offer deeper insights into our personal narratives. By engaging with our dreams in this way, we learn to appreciate the subtle messages they contain, messages that might illuminate our path or help us navigate the complexities of our emotions. The process of reflection transforms dreams from ephemeral experiences into valuable guides on our journey of self-discovery. Ultimately, the world of dreams is both a sanctuary and a source of creative power, a realm where the constraints of reality fall away and the possibilities for transformation abound. Whether a dream is filled with fantastical adventures or quiet moments of introspection, it holds within it a piece of the puzzle that is our inner life. By embracing the reflections on our dreams, we not only honor the rich tapestry of our subconscious, but also open ourselves to the continual evolution of our identity. In the end, each dream, like a whispered secret from the depths of our soul, reminds us that within the vast landscape of our inner world lies a profound reservoir of wisdom, waiting to be discovered and cherished. Echoes of forgotten tales resonate like distant whispers carried on the wind, calling us back to times when myths and legends were the living heartbeat of every community. In these echoes, we hear not only the voices of ancient storytellers, but also the deep, resonant pulse of a culture that thrived on the power of narrative. Each tale, passed down from generation to generation, carries within it the wisdom, struggles, and dreams of those who came before us. As we listen to these forgotten stories, we are reminded that every culture, every people, has left behind a legacy of narratives that continue to shape our understanding of the world. In the quiet moments of reflection, one can almost sense the presence of ancient storytellers sitting around flickering fires, their voices rising and falling in rhythmic cadence as they wove tales of heroes and gods, of love and loss, of battles fought and peace won. These stories, once vibrant and alive in the hearts of communities, have slowly faded into the background of modern life, yet their echoes remain. They remind us that our present is deeply rooted in the past, and that the experiences of our ancestors continue to influence our values, our aspirations, and our ways of understanding both ourselves and the world around us. The process of forgetting and remembering is itself a powerful narrative. Over time, the details of these tales may be lost or transformed, yet the core emotions and lessons endure. In some cases, what was once a grand epic may now exist as a fleeting legend, hinted at in old manuscripts, carved into weathered stone, or murmured by elders whose memories stretch back to another era. These fragments of memory, though incomplete, invite us to piece together the mosaic of our collective heritage, a mosaic where every shard, every half-remembered verse, contributes to a larger picture of human experience and resilience. As we explore the echoes of these forgotten tales, we also uncover the ways in which they continue to inform contemporary storytelling. Modern literature, film, and art are rich with references to ancient myths and legends. They serve as both homage and reinterpretation. In this interplay between the old and the new, the ancient narratives are not merely relics of a bygone era, but are reimagined and reborn in forms that speak to today's challenges and hopes. The timeless themes of heroism, transformation, and the eternal struggle between light and darkness remain as relevant as ever, demonstrating that the human condition is a tapestry woven from threads that span across millennia. The significance of these echoes extends beyond art and literature. They offer us a lens through which we can view our own lives. When we reflect on the stories of the past, we begin to see the parallels in our own experiences, the trials we face, the choices we make, and the journeys we undertake. In many ways, our lives are chapters in a much larger narrative, one that is continuously being written by the interplay of memory and imagination. Just as the forgotten tales of old once served to explain the mysteries of the natural world and the forces of destiny, so too do our personal stories serve as guides through the complexities of modern existence. There is a profound beauty in the act of rediscovering these ancient echoes, a beauty that lies in their ability to inspire and to provoke thought. By delving into the remnants of forgotten lore, we are encouraged to question the boundaries of time and culture, and to embrace the idea that wisdom is not confined to the present moment. The stories that have survived the erosion of time remind us that the human spirit is resilient, capable of transcending the limitations of our temporal existence to touch something eternal. They call us to honor the past, not merely as a collection of dead tales, but as a living source of insight that continues to nourish our inner lives. In a world that is increasingly fast-paced and digital, these echoes of forgotten tales offer us a counterpoint, a call to slow down, to listen deeply, and to reconnect with the narrative roots that bind us to our history. They urge us to look beyond the surface of everyday events and to seek the hidden meanings that lie beneath, whether found in the quiet rustling of leaves in an ancient forest, the fading inscriptions on a weathered monument, or the lingering refrain of a folk song. These whispers of the past carry a power that is both subtle and profound. They remind us that while the details of a story may change over time, the essential truths of love, of courage, of loss, and of hope are timeless. As we journey through life, it is essential to remember that we are not isolated beings, but part of a vast continuum of stories and experiences. Each of us contributes to this ever-evolving narrative, and our personal tales become intertwined with those of our ancestors and our descendants. In the echoes of forgotten tales, we find a bridge between what has been and what will be, a bridge that invites us to explore the depths of our own souls while celebrating the enduring legacy of human creativity and resilience. Ultimately, reflecting on these ancient echoes is an invitation to honor the tapestry of our shared heritage. It is a call to listen with an open heart and a curious mind, to seek out the fragments of old stories that resonate with our own experiences, and to allow their timeless wisdom to guide us in our journey through life. In doing so, we not only keep the memory of these forgotten tales alive, but also ensure that their echoes continue to inspire future generations, creating a legacy of meaning that spans the ages. The soft light of dawn gently heralds the beginning of a new day, transforming the world in a quiet, almost sacred way. As the first rays of light creep over the horizon, they diffuse a delicate glow that softens the harsh outlines of night. In this transitional moment, everything appears touched by a subtle radiance, a reminder that every ending carries the promise of a fresh start. The sky, once cloaked in the deep blues and blacks of night, gradually unfolds into a canvas of pastel hues, blending soft pinks, gentle oranges, and muted golds in a silent celebration of renewal. In the early hours, when the world is still wrapped in the calm of darkness, there is a profound sense of anticipation in the air. The cool, quiet atmosphere of pre-dawn is filled with a gentle hush, a pause that allows the mind to wander freely and the heart to settle into a state of peaceful reflection. It is in these precious moments, before the clamor of daily life begins, that one can truly appreciate the simplicity and beauty of existence. The soft light of dawn is not a harsh blaze, but a tender illumination that gradually reveals the textures and details of the world, inviting us to observe with a renewed sense of wonder. As the light intensifies, nature comes to life in a gradual unfolding that is both mesmerizing and comforting. Dew sparkles on blades of grass, and delicate webs, spun with care between branches, glisten as if adorned with tiny jewels. The quiet chorus of birds begins to stir, their early songs mingling with the soft hues of the sky to create a harmonious overture that marks the arrival of a new day. In this moment of gentle awakening, there is a palpable connection between the earth and the heavens, a silent dialogue where every element plays its part in the unfolding drama of dawn. The soft light of dawn also carries a deep symbolism of hope and possibility. It is a time when the world is imbued with a sense of quiet optimism, as if the light itself whispers that no matter how dark the night may have been, there is always a promise of renewal on the horizon. This ethereal glow encourages us to shed the weight of yesterday's worries and to step into the new day with a spirit of courage and possibility. In its understated elegance, dawn teaches us that transformation often begins with the simplest of changes, a gradual brightening, a subtle shift in perspective that can illuminate our path forward. There is a reflective quality to the early light that invites introspection and gratitude. In the soft, unhurried moments of dawn, the mind is free to wander through memories and dreams, to consider the lessons of the past while looking forward to the future. This quiet time allows for a gentle sorting of emotions and thoughts, where the clarity of the morning light can dispel the lingering shadows of doubt and fear. As the darkness recedes, it reveals not only the beauty of the external world, but also the inner landscape of our hopes and aspirations. Each new sunrise becomes a personal reminder that we, too, can renew ourselves, shedding old burdens and embracing the endless possibilities that lie ahead. For many, the soft light of dawn is a source of creative inspiration. The interplay of color, light, and shadow during these early hours provides a natural canvas that has inspired artists, poets, and musicians for generations. There is something almost magical about the way the first light transforms the familiar into the extraordinary, turning an ordinary street, a quiet field, or a sleeping city into a realm of wonder and subtle mystery. This early light sparks the imagination, encouraging us to see the world not just as it is, but as it could be, a place where beauty and possibility are woven into the fabric of everyday life. Beyond its aesthetic allure, the soft light of dawn offers a moment of profound connection with the natural world. It reminds us that we are part of a larger, ever-changing cycle, one that moves in rhythms of light and darkness, rest and renewal. In this gentle illumination, the boundaries between self and nature seem to blur, inviting us to experience a sense of unity with the earth. The rising sun is a constant, enduring force that brings with it the assurance that every day is a new opportunity, a blank page upon which we can write our own stories. In this way, the dawn becomes a symbol of resilience and continuity, a daily rebirth that promises growth, healing, and the endless potential of the human spirit. As the day unfolds and the soft light of dawn gives way to the full brightness of morning, the memory of those quiet moments lingers like a cherished secret. It is a reminder that even amidst the hustle and bustle of daily life, there exists a time when the world is bathed in a gentle glow, a time to pause, reflect, and find solace in the simple beauty of a new beginning. The soft light of dawn, with its tender warmth and subtle radiance, is a testament to the enduring power of nature to heal, inspire, and transform. It beckons us to start each day with an open heart and a quiet mind, ready to embrace the wonders that lie ahead. The unseen patterns of life are woven into the very fabric of our existence, silently shaping our experiences in ways that often escape immediate notice. They emerge in the cyclical rhythms of nature, in the repetition of seasonal changes, and in the delicate balance of ecosystems that have evolved over millennia. Whether it's the intricate spiral of a shell, the fractal geometry of a fern, or the subtle cycles of human behavior, these patterns reveal an underlying order amid apparent chaos. They remind us that every moment, no matter how fleeting, is connected to a larger tapestry, a network of relationships that binds us to the natural world and to each other. In nature, these hidden patterns are vividly illustrated by the laws of physics and biology. Consider the graceful symmetry of a snowflake, each one unique, yet all governed by the same principles of crystallization. Or reflect on the way a river carves its path through the landscape, following the path of least resistance, yet creating complex networks of tributaries. Such phenomena are not random. They follow mathematical rules that scientists are only beginning to fully understand. The beauty of these natural forms lies in their balance of predictability and spontaneity, a duality that mirrors the complexities of our own lives. In our daily lives, the unseen patterns are equally profound, manifesting in the ebb and flow of our thoughts, emotions, and relationships. Every conversation, every choice, every moment of silence contributes to a larger, often imperceptible mosaic of meaning. These patterns are the result of countless small interactions that accumulate over time, shaping our personal narratives and influencing the paths we choose to follow. Much like the branching patterns of a tree, our lives grow from a single seed of intention, branching out into myriad directions, each decision subtly influenced by past experiences and future aspirations. The realm of human creativity offers another window into these unseen orders. Artists, writers, and musicians have long been inspired by the patterns they observe in nature and in the human spirit. A painter might capture the delicate interplay of light and shadow, while a composer transforms the rhythms of the natural world into a symphony that resonates with the soul. In these creative endeavors, the hidden patterns serve as both muse and mentor, guiding the artist's hand and infusing their work with a sense of continuity and wonder. It is as if the deeper structures of the universe whisper secrets that inspire innovative expressions of beauty. On a more personal level, the recognition of these hidden patterns can be profoundly transformative. When we pause to observe the recurring themes in our lives, the habits that shape our behavior, the cycles of joy and sorrow, the recurring challenges and triumphs, we begin to see that there is an order to our experiences. This awareness can foster a sense of clarity and acceptance, as it reveals that our struggles are not isolated incidents, but part of a much larger process of growth and evolution. By understanding that life unfolds according to these subtle yet powerful rhythms, we can learn to navigate our journey with greater wisdom and resilience. Moreover, the unseen patterns of life invite us to explore the interplay between chance and necessity. While random events and unforeseen circumstances often seem to disrupt our plans, they can also serve as catalysts for change, pushing us toward new opportunities and insights. In this light, randomness is not merely a disruption, but a vital component of the creative process. It introduces variability into the system, allowing for the emergence of novel solutions and unexpected beauty. Embracing this uncertainty, we begin to appreciate that life's unpredictability is an essential part of its intricate design. In reflecting on these hidden orders, we come to realize that our lives are part of an enormous, interconnected network that spans not only our personal histories, but also the broader web of existence. Every decision we make, every action we take, ripples outward, contributing to a grand, ongoing narrative that we share with all living beings. This realization fosters a deep sense of connection and responsibility, encouraging us to act with mindfulness and compassion. It is a reminder that even the smallest gesture can resonate far beyond its immediate context, influencing the world in ways we may never fully comprehend. Ultimately, the unseen patterns of life offer a perspective that is both humbling and inspiring. They remind us that there is order in the universe, even when it appears chaotic, and that beauty often lies in the details that are easily overlooked. By attuning ourselves to these patterns, whether in nature, in our relationships, or within our own hearts, we can begin to see the world through a lens of wonder and interconnectedness. This awareness is not just a passive observation, but a call to engage more deeply with the world, to appreciate the subtle intricacies that make each moment unique, and to recognize that we, too, are integral threads in the vast, intricate tapestry of life. This reflection, unfolding over the course of these 6 minutes, is an invitation to contemplate the silent rhythms that guide our lives. It encourages us to look beyond the surface of daily existence and to uncover the profound order that lies beneath. In doing so, we can find solace, inspiration, and a renewed sense of purpose, a reminder that in the grand design of the universe, every element, every moment, is a part of an eternal and beautiful pattern. Serenity in solitude is a gentle journey inward, a quiet exploration of the space where the clamor of the world fades and the soft murmur of your own heartbeat becomes the primary sound. As the day's bustle recedes, a sense of calm emerges from within, a tranquil reservoir of inner peace that awaits those who choose to step away from constant activity and embrace moments of reflective isolation. In these quiet hours, you may find that the silence is not empty, but instead filled with the subtle, enduring whispers of your own thoughts, hopes, and memories, all coalescing into a soft, reassuring melody. In solitude, nature often becomes your most faithful companion. Whether you're sitting by a gently flowing stream, walking through a quiet forest, or simply gazing out a window at a starlit sky, the natural world offers its own kind of serenity, a rhythm that mirrors the steady pulse of life. The rustling leaves, the distant call of an owl, or the soft murmur of a breeze all serve to remind you that peace exists outside the chaos. These moments in nature teach you that you are part of something larger, a vast, interconnected tapestry where every element has its own role in the quiet dance of existence. Within the embrace of solitude, you also have the opportunity to rediscover yourself. Free from the distractions and expectations of the external world, the mind can wander freely, exploring thoughts and emotions that are often left unspoken. In this state, you might recall memories long forgotten, recognize patterns in your behavior, and understand your true desires more clearly. It is a time to reflect on past experiences, celebrate personal growth, and even gently confront those inner fears that have held you back. In doing so, you build a stronger, more authentic connection with who you are, free from the need for validation or comparison. The practice of being alone does not necessarily mean feeling lonely. Rather, it can be a profound and fulfilling state where creativity and mindfulness thrive. Many artists, writers, and thinkers have found that solitude unlocks a deeper level of insight and inspiration, allowing them to see the world with fresh eyes. In the quiet, unhurried moments of solitude, you may discover that your inner voice grows louder and clearer, a steady guide that encourages you to pursue your dreams, embrace your passions, and live with intention. It is in these reflective spaces that new ideas take shape, and the seeds of future endeavors are planted. At times, the quiet of solitude can also bring a sense of healing. The stillness allows you to process the complexities of your emotions and to find balance amid life's inevitable fluctuations. When you allow yourself to be truly present in these moments, you create a space for healing and renewal. The absence of external noise gives you the freedom to confront your inner landscape with compassion and clarity, ultimately leading to a more centered and resilient self. It is a gentle reminder that healing is not found in constant motion or distraction, but in the reflective pauses that let you reconnect with your innermost being. Moreover, solitude offers a unique form of liberation, a chance to detach from the roles and expectations imposed by society. In the quiet, you are not defined by your work, your social media presence, or even the opinions of others. Instead, you find that you exist as a whole, complete entity with your own thoughts, values, and dreams. This freedom to be yourself, unencumbered by external pressures, is both empowering and transformative. It encourages you to cultivate self-reliance and to trust in the inherent wisdom that arises when you are alone with your thoughts. In solitude, you learn that you are enough, just as you are. As the hours pass and solitude deepens, there is often a profound sense of clarity that emerges, a realization that the quiet moments you spend with yourself are not a void to be feared, but a fertile ground for growth and self-discovery. The simple act of sitting in silence, observing the ebb and flow of your thoughts, and embracing the calm can lead to insights that transform your perspective on life. In that space, you might recognize that life's most valuable lessons often come not from constant engagement with the world, but from the reflective pauses that allow you to process, understand, and ultimately appreciate the myriad experiences that shape your journey. Ultimately, Serenity and Solitude is a celebration of the quiet power that resides within. It is a call to find beauty in stillness, to honor the rhythms of your own heart, and to embrace the moments when the world falls away, leaving only the gentle, enduring presence of your true self. In these precious instances of solitude, you reconnect with the essence of who you are, and in doing so, you discover that the calm you seek is not something to be found in the noise of everyday life, but in the rich, unspoken dialogue with your own soul. Mystic journeys in memory lead us on an inner pilgrimage where the echoes of the past blend seamlessly with the quiet revelations of the present. In the deep recesses of our minds, memories awaken like hidden paths in an ancient forest, each step a rediscovery of moments that have shaped our very being. As we traverse these inner landscapes, familiar scenes and forgotten fragments emerge, inviting us to relive the emotions, lessons, and dreams that have woven the intricate tapestry of our lives. In this journey, memories are not static relics, but dynamic, living experiences. A childhood laugh, the warmth of a long-ago embrace, or even a quiet moment of solitude can resurface with surprising clarity. Each recollection carries its own subtle message, a gentle reminder that our personal history is composed of countless threads, each contributing to the complex fabric of who we are today. The mind, like a vast library, holds these stories in delicate volumes that, when revisited, reveal patterns of resilience, transformation, and hope. As you wander through these corridors of remembrance, you may encounter symbols that transcend their literal meaning, a familiar scent that evokes a long-lost summer, a melody that stirs deep-seated emotions, or a landscape that seems both foreign and intimately known. These symbols act as keys, unlocking deeper layers of understanding and offering glimpses into the mysteries of your inner world. They whisper truths about the interplay of joy and sorrow, triumph and regret, inviting you to see each memory as a stepping stone toward a more profound self-awareness. The act of reflection in this realm of memory is both a gentle surrender and a courageous exploration. It requires embracing vulnerability and accepting that the past, with all its imperfections, is an essential part of the journey. As you delve into your recollections, you begin to recognize recurring themes, moments of transformation, instances of unexpected beauty, and times when adversity gave way to growth. These patterns, though sometimes elusive, form the silent guideposts along the path of self-discovery, urging you to honor every facet of your experience, whether bathed in light or shadow. Within this intimate dialogue with the past, time itself seems to lose its rigidity. The boundaries between what was, what is, and what might be begin to blur, revealing that memory is not a fixed record, but a living, evolving narrative. In this fluid interplay, the lessons of earlier chapters gently merge with the possibilities of the future. The echoes of laughter, tears, and whispered secrets coalesce into a harmonious refrain that resonates deeply within your soul, suggesting that every moment, no matter how fleeting, carries the potential for renewal and rebirth. There is also a profound sense of connection in these mystic journeys. As you explore your personal archives, you may come to realize that the experiences you cherish are not isolated events, but are interwoven with the shared tapestry of humanity. The stories of love, loss, and perseverance that have marked your life are mirrored in the narratives of others. This realization brings with it a comforting solidarity, a sense that while each journey through memory is deeply personal, it is also part of a universal story that transcends time and space. The beauty of these inner voyages lies in their ability to transform the way you see yourself and your world. By revisiting the echoes of the past with openness and compassion, you can reclaim the wisdom that once seemed lost. The process of remembering becomes a creative act, where old wounds are healed and new insights are born. In this sacred space, the mind learns to embrace both the clarity of remembered truths and the mystery of what remains just out of reach. The soft, almost imperceptible murmur of forgotten dreams can guide you toward a more authentic expression of your deepest self, a self that is resilient, ever-evolving, and profoundly interconnected with the flow of life. As these mystic journeys in memory unfold, they gently invite you to pause and listen to the quiet symphony of your past. In the interplay of recollection and reflection, there is an opportunity to reframe the narrative of your life, to see each chapter not as an isolated incident, but as a meaningful part of an ongoing evolution. The act of remembering, when embraced fully, offers the chance to transform pain into wisdom, to turn regret into a catalyst for growth, and to celebrate the beauty inherent in every fleeting moment. It is a reminder that within the depths of memory, there lies a reservoir of strength and inspiration waiting to be tapped, a wellspring from which the creative spirit can draw sustenance for the journey ahead. In the end, these mystic journeys in memory are not an escape from reality, but a deeper immersion into it. They reveal that our past is not a closed chapter, but a living dialogue that continually shapes our present and illuminates our future. Each memory, each echo of a bygone day, contributes to the mosaic of your identity, inviting you to move forward with a renewed sense of purpose and a deeper appreciation for the intricate patterns of your life. Embracing these reflections, you discover that the true essence of who you are is found not only in the vivid moments of joy and clarity, but also in the quiet, mysterious spaces where forgotten tales reside, waiting to be remembered and reimagined. The unspoken language of nature reveals itself in the quiet moments between our daily encounters, a gentle dialogue carried on the whisper of the wind, the soft murmur of a stream, and the delicate interplay of light and shadow that paints the landscape. As you step outside and allow your senses to open, you may begin to perceive a silent symphony that transcends words. Leaves rustle in a language all their own, conveying messages of change and continuity, while the steady pulse of a river speaks of persistence and renewal. In these moments, nature communicates not through spoken sentences, but through subtle cues, a shift in the air, the sparkle on dewdrops at dawn, and the rhythmic dance of branches swaying in the breeze. Imagine standing at the edge of a forest at the break of day. The cool mist gently embraces the ground as the first light filters through towering trees, each one bearing marks of seasons past. Their gnarled roots and weathered bark carry silent testimonies of survival and transformation, a language of endurance written over centuries. This quiet narration of growth and decay offers a window into the intricate processes that sustain life, reminding us that every cycle of bloom and wither is a verse in the enduring poem of the natural world. Venture a little further, and you might find yourself beside a lake where the water mirrors the sky with flawless clarity. In that reflective surface, nature's unspoken words become visible, the clouds drifting in a slow, measured cadence, the gentle ripples caused by a falling leaf, the shimmering dance of sunlight that flares briefly before dissolving into the tranquil blue. These images, so effortlessly beautiful, serve as metaphors for the deeper truths that lie beneath the surface of our busy lives. They invite us to consider that every ripple and glimmer is a part of a larger, interconnected story that binds all elements of the earth. As you wander along a winding trail, the quiet conversations of nature continue to unfold. The crunch of gravel underfoot, the subtle scent of pine and earth, and even the distant call of a bird form a tapestry of sensory details that convey messages of both calm and renewal. Each sound and scent though seemingly insignificant on its own, contributes to a holistic dialogue, a language that speaks of balance, resilience, and the ever-changing dance of life. In the rustle of a solitary branch, or the fleeting glimpse of a butterfly in flight, there is an invitation to pause, to listen deeply, and to let the natural cadence guide you to a state of inner stillness. In this silent exchange, nature also teaches us about the beauty of impermanence. The delicate unfolding of a flower, the brief sparkle of an insect's wing, and the gradual fading of daylight at dusk are all reminders that nothing in life remains static. These transient moments, though ephemeral, are imbued with a profound significance, a quiet affirmation that change is the very essence of existence. The unspoken language of nature thus encourages us to embrace the fleeting and the transient, to find comfort in the knowledge that every ending gently gives way to a new beginning, and that the rhythm of life is one of continual renewal. Moreover, nature's silent dialogue extends beyond mere sensory experiences. It invites introspection and a deeper connection with our own inner landscapes. In the serene presence of a vast starlit sky, or the soothing murmur of a gentle rain, you may begin to sense reflections of your own thoughts and emotions. The quiet persistence of nature becomes a mirror, revealing hidden aspects of your soul, the hopes, dreams, and even the quiet sorrows that shape your being. In this communion with the natural world, you are reminded that, like the shifting patterns of the wind or the subtle cycles of the seasons, your own inner life is a dynamic, ever-evolving journey. As the day transitions into twilight, the language of nature takes on an even more mystical quality. Shadows lengthen and merge, while the soft glow of the setting sun casts a warm, amber light over the world. In these gentle moments of transition, the boundaries between what is seen and what is felt begin to blur. The quiet murmur of the evening breeze, the soft chirping of crickets, and the distant hoot of an owl together compose a nocturne, a silent lullaby that speaks to the heart of existence. It is as though the earth itself is exhaling a deep, collective sigh, inviting you to surrender to the beauty of the moment and to let go of the burdens carried from the day. Ultimately, the unspoken language of nature is a call to attune yourself to the subtle, ever-present rhythms that underpin all of life. It is a reminder that while words may falter in conveying the depth of this silent dialogue, every element of the natural world, every rustling leaf, every shimmering ripple, every soft breath of wind, carries within it a message of beauty, resilience, and eternal connection. By embracing these quiet communications, you learn to navigate the complexities of life with a greater sense of harmony and wonder, recognizing that the simplest gestures of nature often hold the most profound truths. In the end, as you continue on your path, allow the unspoken language of nature to guide you. Listen to its quiet wisdom and let it infuse your days with a sense of peace and continuity. A gentle reminder that, amidst the chaos of modern life, there exists a silent, enduring conversation that speaks of the eternal, intricate dance of life. A dance of shadows and light is a celebration of contrasts, a graceful interplay where darkness and illumination converge to create moments of transcendent beauty and meaning. In the quiet pause before dawn, or in the lingering glow of dusk, the world transforms into a stage where light and shadow perform an eternal ballet. Every ray of sunlight that filters through a canopy of leaves, every silhouette cast on a sunlit wall, tells a story of impermanence and renewal. It is in these fleeting moments that we glimpse the magic of nature, where the ordinary becomes extraordinary through the delicate balance of opposing forces. Imagine standing at the edge of a forest as the first light of day breaks over the horizon. The darkness that held sway during the night slowly retreats, replaced by soft golden hues that gently caress the treetops and illuminate the mist that lingers in the undergrowth. In this silent metamorphosis, the shadows stretch long and lean, creating intricate patterns on the forest floor that seem to dance in rhythm with the emerging light. This transformation is not abrupt or harsh. Rather, it is a gradual unveiling, a poetic dialogue between what is hidden and what is revealed, between mystery and clarity. As the day unfolds, light and shadow continue their delicate conversation in every corner of our world. In the heart of a bustling city, sunlight filtering through tall skyscrapers casts fragmented shadows on busy sidewalks, turning everyday scenes into works of art. The interplay of urban light, neon signs, street lamps, and the soft glow of dawn creates a mosaic of reflections that hint at the hidden layers beneath our constructed reality. In these moments, the city becomes a canvas where the dance of shadows and light reveals both the beauty and the complexity of human existence. This dance is not confined to the external world. It resonates deeply within our inner lives as well. Just as nature exhibits a perfect equilibrium between illumination and darkness, so too do our thoughts and emotions. There are times when our minds are alight with hope and clarity, bathed in the brilliance of insight, while at other moments we are enveloped in the soft gloom of introspection and melancholy. These internal contrasts are part of our human experience, each emotion casting its own unique shadow and lending depth to our understanding of ourselves. Embracing both the light and the dark within us is essential to our growth, for it is in the interplay of joy and sorrow, success and failure, that we find the rich tapestry of our true being. Artists and poets have long been captivated by this eternal dance, drawing inspiration from the interplay of shadows and light to explore themes of transformation, mystery, and revelation. A painter might capture the ephemeral glow of twilight on a stormy sky, using bold brushstrokes to convey the restless energy of the approaching night and the gentle surrender of daylight. A writer, meanwhile, might describe the way a solitary beam of moonlight illuminates a forgotten path, symbolizing hope amid despair. In each creative endeavor, the contrast between light and dark serves as a powerful metaphor for the complexities of life, a reminder that beauty often emerges from the tension between opposing forces. In the realm of dance, this theme takes on an almost literal form. Choreographers and performers use movement to express the fluid transition between light and shadow, crafting routines that mimic the natural rhythms of the world. A dancer's graceful arc, captured in mid-air, might evoke the fleeting nature of a sunbeam, while a sudden, sharp gesture can represent the abrupt intrusion of darkness. Together, these movements create a visual symphony where each step, each pause, and each twirl speaks to the eternal interplay of visibility and obscurity. Through this language of motion, the audience is invited to experience a moment of shared wonder, a reminder that life, in all its shifts and changes, is a harmonious blend of contrasting elements. Even in the quiet moments of solitude, when the external clamor subsides, the interplay of shadows and light continues its gentle performance within us. In meditation or quiet reflection, the mind becomes attuned to subtle changes. A flicker of thought, a brief surge of emotion, the soft interplay of memory and desire. These internal dances mirror the external world, revealing that the principles governing nature are echoed in our innermost being. By learning to observe and appreciate these internal rhythms, we cultivate a deeper awareness of ourselves, finding peace in the acceptance of life's dualities. We come to understand that every shadow we encounter is not merely an absence of light, but a necessary complement that gives form and meaning to the brilliance around it. Ultimately, a dance of shadows and light is more than just a natural phenomenon or an artistic theme. It is a way of seeing the world and ourselves. It teaches us that life is inherently balanced, that our existence is a constant negotiation between forces of illumination and obscurity. Whether we witness this dance in the shifting patterns of the natural world, in the vibrant energy of a cityscape, or in the quiet recesses of our own minds, we are reminded of the beauty that lies in contrast. In embracing both light and shadow, we honor the full spectrum of our experience, recognizing that each moment, no matter how transient, is an integral part of the grand choreography of existence. Quiet contemplations open a gateway to a serene inner landscape, a quiet space where the constant clamor of the outside world softens into a gentle murmur, inviting us to pause, breathe, and simply be. In this space of stillness, our minds find respite, and every thought seems to float like a delicate leaf carried on a tranquil stream. It is here that we discover the power of simply observing our inner life, embracing the natural ebb and flow of emotions without judgment. Imagine sitting by a secluded lake at dawn, where the first light of day casts a soft glow over the water, and the world is hushed in anticipation. In that delicate moment, every ripple on the surface mirrors the quiet stirrings of your own thoughts. The air is cool and calm, carrying the faint scent of dew and earth, a reminder of nature's unhurried pace. As you breathe deeply, you begin to notice the subtle interplay between silence and sound. The distant call of a bird, the rustle of leaves stirred by a gentle breeze, the soft whisper of water against stone. These quiet signals form a language all their own, speaking to the core of your being and encouraging you to engage in a thoughtful dialogue with yourself. In these moments of quiet contemplation, you might find that the boundaries between past, present, and future begin to blur. Memories once tucked away in the recesses of your mind surface with a gentle clarity, each one carrying lessons, joys, or even lingering sorrows that have shaped who you are. There is a kind of healing in letting these memories arise naturally, without forcing them into neat narratives. Instead, they emerge as fragments of a larger mosaic, each piece contributing to a deeper understanding of your journey through life. The act of remembering, when done with tenderness and acceptance, offers a space for reflection that not only honors the past, but also illuminates possibilities for growth in the present. Quiet contemplations also allow you to recognize the beauty of impermanence, the fleeting nature of a moment, the transient pattern of sunlight filtering through shifting clouds, the brief glimmer of a dewdrop on a blade of grass, teaches us that nothing in life remains static. Every experience, every emotion, is a passing phase that contributes to the ongoing rhythm of existence. In this awareness, you come to appreciate that the gentle impermanence of life is not something to be feared, but rather celebrated. It is a reminder that each moment is precious precisely because it is unique and ever-changing, and that within the continuous cycle of beginnings and endings, there is an inherent beauty waiting to be discovered. As you sink deeper into this reflective state, you might notice how your thoughts, once scattered and restless, begin to settle like sediments in a calm pond. In the stillness, a quiet wisdom emerges, a sense that true understanding comes not from frantic activity or the relentless pursuit of external validation, but from an inward journey of honest self-observation. It is in these silent spaces that you learn to listen more attentively, not only to the quiet whisperings of nature, but also to the subtle voices within your own heart. Here, the complexity of your inner world unfolds with a clarity that brings both solace and strength. There is a transformative quality to quiet contemplations. In the act of sitting with your thoughts and emotions, you create a kind of sacred pause, a moment when the demands of the day recede, and the only priority is to be present with yourself. This practice can be as simple as a few minutes of mindful breathing, a short walk in nature, or even the gentle ritual of journaling your reflections at the end of a long day. Over time, these moments of intentional stillness accumulate, nurturing a deeper resilience and a richer connection with your inner truth. You begin to understand that the quieter you become, the more clearly you can hear the subtle music of life, a melody composed of both gentle harmonies and the occasional, unexpected dissonance. Moreover, quiet contemplations offer a space for creative insight. When the mind is unburdened by constant distraction, it becomes a fertile ground for new ideas and fresh perspectives. In the silence, you may find that solutions to long-standing challenges reveal themselves in a flash of clarity, or that artistic inspiration flows freely, unimpeded by the noise of everyday concerns. This creative emergence is not forced. It is a natural outgrowth of a mind that is at peace, open to the whispers of its own inner muse. In this way, the practice of quiet contemplation becomes a powerful tool for personal growth and self-discovery. Ultimately, the journey into quiet contemplations is an invitation to embrace life with a sense of calm awareness. It is a reminder that amid the hustle and bustle, there is always a quiet sanctuary within, a place where you can find balance, renew your spirit, and reconnect with what truly matters. In that space, you learn that the simple act of being still is a profound affirmation of your existence, a celebration of your capacity to find beauty in both the ordinary and the extraordinary, moments that weave together the tapestry of your life. So, take a moment today to seek out that quiet space, to let your thoughts settle, and to listen to the gentle rhythm of your heart. Allow yourself the freedom to reflect, to remember, and to dream. For in those precious moments of quiet contemplation, you may discover not only the hidden depths of your own soul, but also the enduring, timeless beauty of life itself. Rhythms of the heart echo the gentle cadence that underlies our every breath and pulse, a universal beat that connects us to life itself. In the quiet moments when you place your hand on your chest and feel that steady thrum, you are reminded that the heart is not just an organ, but a symbol of hope, passion, and resilience. It is the quiet drummer of our existence, orchestrating the flow of blood, emotions, and dreams into a harmonious symphony that sustains us through joy and sorrow alike. As you listen to the subtle beats, consider how this rhythm mirrors the cycles of nature. Just as the seasons change and the tides ebb and flow, the heart's pulse is a constant reminder of the transient yet enduring nature of life. In moments of calm reflection, the heartbeat becomes a metronome that marks the passage of time, urging you to savor each moment as it unfolds. It is in this measured rhythm that you find a sense of balance, a reminder that even in the midst of chaos, there is an underlying order that guides you forward. In relationships, the heart's rhythm takes on a profound significance. When two hearts beat in sync, there is an unspoken language of connection and empathy, a dance of emotions that transcends words. The shared cadence of love and understanding creates a space where vulnerability is met with compassion, and the unspoken becomes a dialogue of mutual support. Whether in moments of quiet intimacy or amid the storms of life, the intertwined beats of two souls speak of resilience and hope, affirming that we are never truly alone in our journey. Moreover, the rhythms of the heart can serve as a powerful guide in the quest for self-discovery. In times of stress or uncertainty, when the mind races and the world seems overwhelming, returning your focus to the simple act of feeling your heartbeat can anchor you in the present. This mindful connection to your inner rhythm not only calms the mind, but also opens a gateway to deeper insight. It allows you to tune into the subtle shifts in your emotions, to recognize the ebb and flow of your inner landscape, and to find strength in the very pulse that carries you through life. Artists and poets have long celebrated the metaphor of the heart's rhythm as a reflection of life's own unpredictability. A painter might capture the fluid motion of a heart's beat in sweeping brushstrokes, while a musician arranges delicate melodies that rise and fall like the pulse of life. In literature, the heartbeat is often used as a symbol of passion and mortality, a reminder that every life is a fragile yet persistent force, capable of both immense love and profound sorrow. Through these creative expressions, the simple rhythm of the heart is elevated to a universal language, speaking to the shared experiences of humanity. At the same time, the heart's cadence is a reminder of the importance of resilience and renewal. Every beat is a testament to the struggle and perseverance that define the human spirit. Even when life deals harsh blows, the heart continues its steady rhythm, undeterred by the challenges it faces. In this resilience, you find a message of hope, that no matter how difficult the journey, the heart endures, propelling you forward with unwavering determination. It is this unyielding pulse that fuels the courage to overcome obstacles and to embrace new beginnings, even in the face of loss and hardship. In moments of deep solitude, when the world around you grows quiet and the distractions of life fall away, the heartbeat becomes a personal symphony, a private reminder of your own vitality and potential. It is in these moments of stillness that you can listen closely to the quiet cadence within, recognizing that every beat carries with it the possibility of change, the promise of tomorrow, and the echo of a life fully lived. Here, the rhythm of the heart is both a guide and a sanctuary, offering solace and clarity amid life's tumultuous currents. Ultimately, the rhythms of the heart are a celebration of life's inherent balance, a delicate interplay between passion and calm, chaos and order. They invite you to embrace the full spectrum of your emotions, to honor both the moments of wild exhilaration and the quiet intervals of reflection. In every heartbeat, there is a story of love, loss, triumph, and hope, a narrative that is uniquely yours, yet profoundly connected to the collective human experience. By attuning yourself to this inner pulse, you learn to navigate the complexities of life with grace and authenticity, discovering that the quiet, steady beat of your heart is the truest measure of who you are and what you aspire to be. Embrace the rhythm that flows within you, for it is not only the sound of life, it is the very essence of your existence, a timeless reminder that every moment, every beat, is a precious gift to be cherished and celebrated. The gentle passage of seasons is nature's quiet testimony to the ever-changing rhythm of life, a slow, measured dance that unfolds with patient grace over time. In the early light of spring, the world awakens from winter's deep slumber, as tender buds push through thawing soil and the air fills with a fragile promise of renewal. There is an almost imperceptible magic in the way the earth softens, as if nature herself exhales a sigh of relief after a long, cold rest. In this season of rebirth, each new leaf and blossom becomes a small miracle, a vivid reminder that growth is possible even after the harshest winters. As spring transitions to summer, the landscape bursts forth in a vibrant tapestry of color and sound. The days grow longer and warmer, inviting life to flourish in all its exuberance. Sunlight spills over meadows and ripples across lakes, turning the simplest scenes into a celebration of light and energy. There is a joyful intensity in summer, the hum of insects, the laughter carried on the warm breeze, and the steady pulse of nature at its peak. Yet, amidst the abundance and activity, there is also a gentle insistence on balance. The deep blue skies and golden fields create an atmosphere that is both invigorating and soothing, a perfect harmony between the dazzling light of day and the quiet moments of repose that follow. When summer gently fades into autumn, there comes a subtle, almost wistful transformation. The air grows cooler, and the fiery hues of summer give way to a rich palette of amber, crimson, and gold. Trees, heavy with leaves that are ready to let go, begin to display a final burst of color before the inevitable fall. Autumn is a season of transition, a period where the vibrancy of life gradually softens into introspection. It is a time to reflect on the cycles of change, and to recognize that beauty often lies in the delicate act of letting go. The falling leaves, drifting slowly to the ground, form a soft, rustling carpet that speaks of endings as much as it does of the promise of new beginnings. In this gentle decline, there is a quiet acceptance, a knowing that every cycle must conclude in order to pave the way for what is to come. As the world slips into the stillness of winter, a profound silence settles over the land. The once lively colors of autumn are now muted under a blanket of snow, and the brisk, cold air carries with it a sense of introspection and calm. Winter's embrace is not harsh, but rather a time of rest and renewal, a period in which nature gathers its strength and conserves its energy for the next cycle of life. In the quiet of winter, the landscape is stripped down to its essential elements, stark, beautiful, and quietly powerful. The bare branches of trees, the soft crunch of snow underfoot, and the pale, diffused light of a winter's day all contribute to an atmosphere that is both solemn and serene. It is a season that invites deep contemplation, where the stillness becomes a canvas upon which the mind can wander and the spirit can rejuvenate. Throughout the year, the gentle passage of the seasons reminds us that change is the only constant. Each season carries its own unique energy and its own set of lessons. Spring teaches us about renewal and hope, urging us to embrace new beginnings. Summer celebrates vitality and abundance, inviting us to revel in the richness of life. Autumn offers the wisdom of release and the beauty of transformation, showing us that there is grace in letting go. And winter, in its quiet repose, provides a space for reflection, rest, and the gathering of inner strength. Together, these cycles form a timeless rhythm, a natural cadence that echoes the ebb and flow of our own lives. In our own journey, the gentle passage of the seasons can serve as a metaphor for personal growth and transformation. Just as nature moves through cycles of rebirth, flourishing, decline, and rest, so too do we experience periods of change in our lives. There are times where we burst forth with energy and creativity, much like the fresh bloom of spring or the radiant warmth of summer. Then there are moments when we must slow down, reflect, and even let go, echoing the thoughtful transitions of autumn and the reflective stillness of winter. Embracing these rhythms within ourselves allows us to navigate life's inevitable changes with grace and resilience. It reminds us that every phase, no matter how challenging or fleeting, has its own beauty and purpose. This awareness can lead us to a deeper appreciation for the present moment. In the rush of modern life, it is easy to overlook the subtle, persistent changes that shape our days. Yet, when we take a moment to observe the world around us, the unfurling of a new leaf, the gradual shift of sunlight across the sky, the gentle fall of autumn leaves, we are reminded of the constant, quiet transformation that defines existence. Each fleeting moment is part of a grand, ongoing cycle that connects us not only to nature, but to each other. It is a powerful reminder that we, too, are part of a larger tapestry, a living, breathing work of art that is ever in motion. Harmony in Chaos is an exploration of the delicate balance that exists between disorder and order, a reminder that even in the most turbulent moments there can be beauty, purpose, and even a kind of serenity. Imagine standing in the midst of a storm, wind howling, rain lashing, leaves and debris swirling unpredictably. And yet, if you pause to truly observe, you might notice that the chaos itself forms patterns. The raindrops that fall in seemingly random splatters create ripples in puddles. The wind, while erratic, follows invisible currents that shape clouds into fascinating forms. In these observations, chaos is not merely a force of destruction, but a dynamic canvas on which nature paints its most intricate designs. The concept of harmony in chaos invites us to see beyond the surface of what appears to be random or even disordered. In many ways, our lives mirror this phenomenon. Consider the moments when our days seem overwhelmingly chaotic, when unexpected events disrupt our plans, when emotions surge uncontrollably, or when life's uncertainties seem insurmountable. Yet, if we step back and look at the broader picture, we often find that these moments lead to growth, creativity, and transformation. Just as the natural world finds a way to create order within the storm, we, too, can discover that out of our struggles emerge new strengths, insights, and opportunities. In the realm of science, chaos theory teaches us that within the unpredictability of complex systems, there is an underlying order, a set of patterns that, while not always immediately apparent, govern the behavior of everything from weather systems to the movement of galaxies. This understanding is both humbling and inspiring, as it reveals that even the most chaotic elements of the universe are not devoid of structure, but rather are subject to principles that we are only beginning to understand. In this light, the chaos we experience is not a sign of failure or disarray, but a natural part of a larger, interconnected process of evolution and change. Art and music have long drawn upon the theme of harmony in chaos as well. In a symphony, for instance, dissonant chords and unexpected shifts in tempo can evoke feelings of tension and uncertainty, yet they ultimately contribute to a richer, more profound musical experience when resolved into harmonious melodies. Similarly, abstract painters often use splashes of color and erratic brushstrokes to capture the energy of chaos, only to reveal, upon closer inspection, a deeper structure and balance that unifies the composition. This creative interplay reminds us that our inner worlds are not defined by the absence of order, but by the continuous transformation of our emotions and experiences into something meaningful. On a personal level, embracing harmony in chaos means learning to accept that life is rarely, if ever, perfectly ordered. It calls for the courage to acknowledge our vulnerabilities, our mistakes, and the unpredictable twists of fate, while also recognizing that these elements contribute to our unique narrative. When we allow ourselves to find beauty in imperfection and to see the potential for growth in every challenge, we transform our relationship with the world. We begin to understand that every setback carries the seed of a comeback, and that the very unpredictability of life is what makes our journeys so richly textured and deeply human. Meditation and mindfulness practices offer a practical way to cultivate this perspective. By sitting quietly and observing the flow of our thoughts, allowing them to arise and pass without judgment, we learn to appreciate the transient nature of our mental states. In these moments of quiet observation, we come to see that our minds, much like the natural world, operate in cycles. There are bursts of clarity, followed by periods of distraction, moments of intense focus interspersed with drifting thoughts. Embracing this natural rhythm enables us to find a sense of calm amid the mental whirlwind, much as one might find a moment of stillness in the eye of a storm. In our relationships and communities, the idea of harmony in chaos can also serve as a guiding principle. Human interactions are inherently unpredictable, filled with moments of joy, misunderstanding, laughter, and conflict. Yet it is within this complex interplay that deep connections are forged. Just as a beautiful melody is enriched by unexpected variations, our bonds with others are deepened when we learn to navigate differences with compassion and empathy. When we accept that conflict and disagreement are natural parts of any relationship, we open the door to genuine communication and mutual understanding. In this way, the chaos of differing perspectives can ultimately lead to a richer, more vibrant collective harmony. Ultimately, finding harmony in chaos is about embracing life in all its complexity. It is the recognition that order and disorder are not mutually exclusive, but are two sides of the same coin, constantly interacting, coexisting, and shaping the world around us. Whether we are witnessing the raw power of nature, grappling with personal challenges, or engaging with the unpredictable currents of society, we have the opportunity to discover beauty in the unexpected. By learning to flow with the ever-changing rhythms of life, we become active participants in a grand, unfolding dance. A dance where every chaotic moment holds the promise of emerging into a new, harmonious phase. The silent echoes of the mind resonate in the quiet spaces between our conscious thoughts, a gentle reverberation of memory, emotion, and unspoken insight that lingers long after the noise of the day has subsided. In these moments of introspection, when the external world fades into the background, you may find that your inner landscape becomes a vast chamber where every thought, every feeling, and every fleeting image echoes softly, inviting you to explore the hidden corridors of your own being. Imagine sitting in a calm room with just the sound of your breath and the distant hum of life beyond the walls. In this stillness, the mind transforms into a canvas where past experiences and present sensations blend together, forming the mosaic of quiet reflections. Each echo is not a mere repetition of what once was, but a subtle reminder that our inner life is a living dialogue, a conversation that continues to evolve with each moment. As memories drift to the surface, they do so with the soft clarity of a whisper, urging you to listen, to learn, and to understand the deeper currents that shape your journey. In the silence, emotions that have been buried under the weight of daily responsibilities begin to resurface. There is a delicate beauty in how joy mingles with sorrow, and how hope emerges even from the shadow of regret. These echoes serve as both guide and mirror, revealing parts of yourself that you might have long forgotten. They speak of moments when you felt truly alive, of times when a single thought sparked a cascade of feelings, and of experiences that, though now distant, continue to inform your sense of purpose. By giving these echoes space, you allow yourself the gift of healing, a quiet process that transforms lingering pain into wisdom and, in turn, fosters a deeper connection with your inner truth. The silent echoes of the mind also invite creative exploration. In the gentle interplay of memory and reflection, ideas begin to take shape like soft sketches on a blank page. Artists, writers, and musicians often find that their most profound inspirations arise during these quiet moments, when the mind is free to wander without constraint. It is as if the echoes, with their subtle hints and fragmented images, offer a palette of colors that can be reassembled into something new and beautiful. This creative alchemy is not forced, rather it unfolds naturally, encouraging you to trust in the silent wisdom that resides within. Moreover, the echoes remind us that the mind is both a repository of our past and a beacon for our future. Every thought that echoes in the quiet carries with it a fragment of who you once were, and hints at who you might become. There is a continuity in these reflections, a thread that links the experiences of your early years with the dreams of your future. In this gentle dialogue, the mind speaks in a language that transcends the limitations of words, using symbols, images, and sensations to communicate the essence of your inner world. This language is deeply personal, yet profoundly universal, for every human being carries within them a similar chorus of silent echoes. As you settle into the practice of listening to these inner murmurs, you might find that the act of quiet contemplation becomes a sanctuary, a space where the relentless pace of life is momentarily suspended, allowing you to reconnect with the simple truth of your existence. In this state of mindful awareness, you learn to appreciate the beauty of impermanence, the way thoughts come and go like ripples on a still pond, each one transient yet significant in its own right. This realization fosters a sense of calm acceptance, a recognition that it is not the persistence of any single thought that defines you, but the harmonious interplay of all your inner voices over time. In the gentle quiet of your own mind, you also encounter the power of silence, a profound, almost sacred pause that speaks louder than any words ever could. It is in this silence that the echoes become most distinct, a soft yet persistent reminder of the underlying rhythms of your soul. This silence is not an absence but a presence, a space where every echo, every subtle vibration of thought and feeling is given room to be heard. It is here, in the tender quiet, that you may find the answers to questions that have long eluded you, and where you discover that true insight often comes not from the clamor of constant activity, but from the deep, unspoken dialogue within. Ultimately, the silent echoes of the mind reveal that our inner life is a rich, ever-evolving tapestry, one woven from the threads of our memories, our emotions, and our quiet reflections. They remind us that even in moments of solitude, we are not alone. Our thoughts form a continuous, gentle chorus that connects our past to our present and lights the way to our future. By embracing these silent echoes, you open yourself to a deeper understanding of who you are and the timeless rhythm that guides every step of your journey. The final descent into sleep is a quiet, transformative journey where the boundaries of wakefulness gently dissolve into the velvety embrace of the night. As the day draws to a close, the clamor of the world slowly recedes, and a soft, contemplative hush settles over the mind and body. In these moments, the vibrant tapestry of daily thoughts and sensations begins to fade into a peaceful, abstract glow, like the last rays of a sunset that surrender gracefully to twilight. This is the threshold where consciousness softens, allowing you to slip from the realm of active perception into the mysterious domain of dreams. Imagine lying in a darkened room as your eyelids grow heavier with each passing minute. The brilliant details of your surroundings blur, and the crisp sounds of the day, distant conversations, the hum of traffic, even the constant tick of a clock, wane into a gentle murmur. It is as if your senses are being tenderly unhooked from the external world, one by one, leaving behind a profound silence that is both comforting and introspective. In this space, the pulse of your heartbeat and the steady rhythm of your breath become the only audible markers of life, a natural metronome that guides you deeper into the embrace of sleep. As you settle into this state of quiet release, the sensations in your body begin to change. The muscles, once tense from the day's efforts, gradually relax. A warmth spreads from your core outward, melting away any lingering stress. Your mind, too, starts to decelerate, transitioning from the rapid, often chaotic stream of conscious thought to a slower, more deliberate cadence. Here, fleeting memories and emotions may rise like gentle echoes, reminders of moments past that shimmer briefly in the quiet, before dissolving into the soft fabric of your subconscious. This process is not abrupt, but a gradual letting go, a soft exhalation that releases you from the burdens of the day. In this final descent, you might notice how your thoughts become less distinct, almost as if they are dissolving into light and shadow. There is a curious beauty in this gradual fade, a transformation from the clarity of wakefulness to the ambiguity of dreams. Each thought, each sensation seems to float in an ethereal space where logic gives way to a more fluid, symbolic form of expression. It is here that the mind begins to weave the narrative of your dreams, stitching together fragments of reality with strands of imagination and desire. This is not a state of emptiness, but of infinite possibility, a realm where the secrets of your inner self are gently unveiled in the language of symbols and sensations. The experience of descending into sleep is much like watching the last light of day disappear behind the horizon. There is a poignant moment when the world is caught between the known and the unknown, a suspended interval where time seems to slow, and you become acutely aware of both what has been and what may be. In this liminal space, the external and the internal converge. The quiet stillness that surrounds you mirrors the calm within, inviting you to surrender fully to the unfolding mystery of sleep. In this surrender, you find not a loss of control, but a gentle transition into a state of renewal, where every breath carries you further away from the chatter of the day and closer to a realm of inner peace. As the final vestiges of conscious thought drift away, you begin to feel an almost weightless quality, a sensation as if you are floating on a soft, dark sea. In this state, the boundaries between your body and the space around you become fluid, and you are left with a profound sense of unity with the world. It is as if you have stepped into a quiet sanctuary, a place where the physical and the spiritual meet in a harmonious embrace. Here, the journey of sleep is not a mere escape from reality. It is a vital process of healing and integration, where the experiences of the day are gently processed and transformed into the fuel for tomorrow's growth. In this deeply personal and transformative state, you may begin to perceive subtle shifts in your inner landscape. The echoes of your daily life, once loud and insistent, now recede into the background, replaced by a soft, introspective silence. It is in this silence that your mind finds space to reflect, to reorganize its myriad thoughts and emotions into a coherent whole. Like a well-tended garden, your inner self begins to flourish in the quiet, nurturing the seeds of creativity, resilience, and hope. This period of transition is a sacred pause, a necessary interlude where the mind, body, and spirit align in a delicate balance, preparing you for the restorative power of deep, untroubled sleep. Ultimately, the final descent into sleep is a gentle reminder of the natural cycles that govern our existence. Just as day yields to night, so too do moments of activity give way to periods of rest. In accepting this transition, you embrace the inherent wisdom of your body, a wisdom that understands that rest is not an interruption of life, but an essential part of its rhythm. In this soft, silent journey, you are invited to let go of the day's worries, to release the tension of thoughts that have no place in the serene realm of dreams, and to allow your entire being to sink into a state of deep, revitalizing calm.